Welcome in, welcome in. Hello everybody, how are we doing? Happy Sunday, hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a nice weekend. We're going to be playing some Fate Stay Night. I can't stream for that long tonight, so hence why I've come on a little bit early, and we're going to kick things off very shortly. The schedule for next week has been posted in the Discord. If you are not part of the Discord, we are going to be playing Nuzlocke tomorrow and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday are going to be Valkyria Chronicles. So I think that's probably how we're going to split it now going forward until we finish Valkyria, and then we're going to replace Valkyria with the Zone of the Enders visual novel. And then I don't know. Maybe Ocarina. Maybe I'm thinking it would be nice to get into a JRPG again, but I'm probably not going to start another JRPG until I've moved. So maybe something shorter. So maybe Ocarina would be good, but we'll see how we're going. We'll see how much I need to do to pack. I have a lot to pack, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I saw a lot of people came through for yesterday's Saturn stream. That was really, really fun. I had a good time. What a system. What a great system. What's up, that gamer? What's up, Hazy? How we doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope your Sunday's been nice and chill. Absolutely love the Saturn. Princess Crown was amazing. Panzer Dragoon 2 was amazing. Sega Rally was also obviously great. Very short though. I could definitely see myself playing some games, and really want to get into obviously Sakura Wars, Police Noughts, a couple of other JRPGs, Luna, Grandia, Symphony of the Night. There's actually Panzig Dragon. Yeah, there's actually a lot more than I was anticipating to be on that system. The Saturn games looked way better than I thought they would. They looked insane. They looked really, really cool. Like, yeah, technical marvel, that little thing, isn't it? Burning Rangers, as insane as it was, did actually look pretty wild. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into it. I have tested the N64. That's looking nice. That's up and running. The next one I'm going to test is probably the GameCube, but I'm just waiting for a micro SD card to arrive, and then I will test it at some point this week. I have the travel adapter and the S-video cable, and I've set up the S-video converter thingy majiggy, so that should be, I don't know, I need to test it first, but I just need to get a SD card, and then I don't know what to test after that. Probably the PS1. That's probably going to be the thing I test next. Dreamcast and Mega Drive are going to be out of service for a little bit until I get an ODE for the Dreamcast and a flash cart for the Mega Drive. But then I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, the SNES, the Super Famicom, of course, but I'm not in a rush to play anything on Super Famicom at the moment. But when I am, I'm sure we will put it through its paces and do a little test spin of that. I mean, I'd like to play Breath of Fire and Breath of Fire 2, so that would be pretty cool. There's just too many things. I also think going forward, I'm juggling too many games at the moment. I kind of want to just play one game. So I think once we finish Fate Stay, like maybe Sunday can still be our visual novel day. But after we'd finished Nuzlocke and Valkyria, and I'm also going to have to take off the play any game redeem, because obviously I'm going to have to be taking a long break soon. So I don't want someone to redeem it and then we never get to play it. That would be pretty shit. So I'm going to take that down in the next couple of weeks, I think. But it will be back up when I am back up and streaming and ready to go. Anyway, let's play some Fate Stay, because I'm ready to go, and we haven't got long, so let's do it. Let's move on over. It's going to change the input, and then we are good to go. All right, let's do this thing. I don't actually remember. Oh. There we are. I need a little story recap, to be honest. I don't really remember what happened the last time we played this. I actually don't remember. Is there a little recap thing? Flowchart? Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Oh, that splits a lot. Oh, look, we do get some splits. Oh, wow. Oh, we've missed quite a few scenes. Ooh. Oh, so that does... Oh, that changes. Interesting. Well, this is going to be fun, going back and seeing all the content we've missed. Okay, so what happened last time was that we... Tosaka and Saber have moved in, and they are now staying with us. That's basically... And then night falls. This is where we're at in a moment. Okay, so she's staying, like, next to the room. I remember now. Okay, I remember. We also have osmosis. How we doing? My liege chat. Beeth a gooden. Shall we concede? Yes. I concede. 'Tis a good one indeed. Yes. How you doing, osmosis? How's your weekend treating you, buddy? Okay, let's press on. Let's jump. Well, no, we're already on that scene. Okay. And then night falls. I did not talk to Saber or Tosaka in the other room, and nothing much happened until it was bedtime. It's 11 now. The lights in the house are off, and everyone inside goes to sleep to prepare for the upcoming day. Still lying on my side, eyes wide open. This is my room. I should be sleeping, but it feels completely different now. It's quiet, but I hear Saber's breathing in the next room. I know. Of course I can hear sound coming from the next room if it's quiet. Since I can hear her breathing, I find myself imagining Saber's sleeping form. This guy. I can't just stay in this whole bed of needles situation forever. Sneak out of my futon. Try not to... Oh, what's he doing? It beeth a good one, sir. Thank you for considering my well-being. Of course, I have to consider the well-being of the people. Unless she's a deep sleeper. I question whether she can really protect her master this way, but there's no immediate danger. If servants are linked to masters, she would probably wake up immediately if her master is in danger. The lights in the detached building are out. She's either just that defiant, or maybe she's naturally adaptable. Because Tosaka managed to blend in here in just a day. Yep, she's a handful. She is helpful. One bit of evidence of that is the bandage wrapped around my hand. Oh, I forgot about that. That is a good point. The command spells Masters Bear appear somewhere on their arm. Mine appeared on the back of my left hand. Clothes won't work to hide it, so I'll need to use bandages, even if it looks a bit awkward. Tosaka has hers on the opposite hand from mine, around the middle of her right hand, or somewhere around there. The shape of command spells differ for each master, and I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. Silence falls over the shed. This is where Lancer cornered me yesterday, and where Saber appeared. The entrance is still open, and it's pitch dark inside, as if to repel anyone who might try to enter. But this darkness is familiar to me. I used to play here when I was young, and I feel it to be my real room. It sits silently under the wintry night sky. I step inside. After closing the door to shut out the cold, I turn on the stove. Sit down in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. I should train. No pauses. Magecraft is a mental discipline to me, so I shouldn't skimp on my training for no good reason. I begin my training by getting my breathing under control. The usual images pop into my head. The image of a sword drifts into my empty mind. Try to ignore it and clear my head. As soon as magical energy runs through my body, I begin my usual training. I shall cook myself a pork chop and settle down with thine storytelling. Agreed? That sounds fantastic, yes. Definitely do that, that sounds great. My strengthening magecraft succeeded for the first time in years when I was attacked by Lancer last night. I need to recreate that same feeling before I forget, or else it'll have been for nothing. Sorry, it takes me a little while to warm up. I'll get there. I close my eyes halfway and release the air from my lungs. That's all can do for now. Okay, that's all I can do for now. It doesn't help that there are typos. That does not help. As I concentrate, everything fades away. The Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka. If I allow my thoughts to slide into nothingness, any immature hesitations will fall away, and I'll finally get a good night's sleep. Oh, we were like right by a save point. Day 5. Five new life. What? That doesn't make sense. I feel the warm glow of the sun. I wake up, my head hazy, to the sensation of cold air on my cheek. Must be a draft. He fell asleep in the shed. I get up and shake my head 2-3 times in an effort to wake myself. After my nightly routine, training to fortify my senses, I must have been too lazy to go back to my room. I fold my blanket up, pick up all the broken shards from my failed strengthening attempts last night, and head back to the house to wash my face. The moment I step outside the shed, I realize just how chilly it is out. Miyama is typically warm even in the winter, but the temps here on the mountainside still get chilly. And I wash my face with ice-cold tap water, which finally gets my mind going. I'm completely awake now. Once my mind's woken up, all the things I'd rather not be thinking about, like my current situation, come rushing back. The time is 5:55. There's a ton to do, but first I need to head back to my room and check on Saber. I wouldn't want to upset Saber. Going to the shed in the middle of the night is a ritual for me, so I'm sure she'll understand as long as I explain myself. No, I should go and buy more ingredients now that I'll be cooking for more people. I should write that down before I forget. Huh? I have this nagging feeling that I'm forgetting something really important. Well, if I can't remember whatever it is, it's probably not important. I slowly open the door. The room is just as I left it. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching my room. It doesn't seem like she noticed I snuck out. Unless she was just in that deep of a sleep because she requires a lot of rest. She's sleeping as close to me as possible so she can rush right over if something does happen. Whatever the case, it shouldn't make much of a difference as long as I'm in the compound. The bounded field would detect any enemy intruders. I should be able to defend myself for at least a moment, which should give Saber enough time to get to me. Anyway, I don't think I'll get scolded for what I did last night. I thought I would explain myself to Saber, but that doesn't seem to be necessary now. Besides, I'd hate to wake her up if she's still sleeping.
Saber, 朝飯の支度をしてくる。Saber の分も用意しとくけど、眠かったら無理に起きなくていいからな。
Something seems wrong. Why does something seem wrong?
また後で来るから、それまで休んでてくれ。
After speaking softly to her, I head out of my room as quietly as I can. There's nobody in the living room. I open the refrigerator and plan out what I can make for breakfast. And then...
おはよう。朝早いのね、あんた。
She's like disheveled. Tosaka walks in looking obviously cranky.
遠坂、どうした？なんかあったのか？
別に。朝はいつもこんなだから気にしないで。
Oh dear. Tosaka staggers through the living room like a drunken ghost.
大丈夫かお前？
So they've literally made her like transparent.
だから気にしないでって言ってるでしょ。顔でも洗えば目が覚める。
そっちの廊下からのが近い。顔を洗うだけなら玄関側の廊下に洗面所がある。
ああ、そういえばあったわね、そんなのが。
I don't know how much she heard, but Tosaka just waves a hand and walks away. And then the doorbell rings, announcing a guest's arrival.
シロ、誰か来たけど。
I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway.
ああ、気にしないでいい。この時間に来るのは身内だから。
It's got to be Sakura. She has a spare key, so I don't need to go to the door.
まったく、チャイムなんて押さなくていいって何度言っても聞かないんだからな、さくらは。
Sakura's like family, so she can just come in without bothering about the doorbell. But she's always polite enough to ring the doorbell to let me know she's here. I think that's one of the good things about Sakura, but one of these days she's going to wear herself out from politeness. Hold on. Oh no, it's not going to be her, is it? Sakura is here. Oh no, it is, but okay. Yeah, he doesn't... he does want to give away that, like, Tosaka and Saber are here. I run through the hallway, being angry at my own stupidity is going to have to wait. Right now I need to rush to the entrance and send Sakura home before she runs into Tosaka. But it's too late. Oh no. At the entrance. Tosaka is greeting the guest even though I didn't ask her to, and Sakura looks surprised. Sakura stands at the entrance and Tosaka is in the hallway. The two of them are staring at each other, the air growing tense.
おはよう、マトさん。こんなところで顔を合わせるなんて意外だった？
And Tosaka looms in the doorway, appearing to look down at Sakura. Sakura is utterly bewildered. She looks up at Tosaka, fear in her eyes. This is bad. I can't manage to get a word out. The two of them ignore me as they continue to stare at each other. There's no room for me to butt in here. The only thing I can do right now is try to think how to explain the situation to Sakura, but before I can come up with a good excuse... Senpai. Sakura looks over to me, almost begging for help.
それが話すと長くなるんだけど。
長くならないわよ。単に私がここに
She's just going straight in, okay. Tosaka's response is extraordinarily blunt. She just cuts me off and gets right to the point.
先輩、本当なんですか？
要点だけ言えばな。ちょっとした事情があって、遠坂にはしばらくうちにいてもらうことになった。ごめん、連絡を入れ忘れた。朝から驚かせてすまなかった。
So vague. I mean, it's probably best to be vague, right? Doesn't want to give away that she's actually a magician.
確かに驚きましたけど、そんなのはいいんです。それより今の話、本当に。ええ、これは私 私とシローで決めたことよ。家主であるシローが同意したんだから、もう決定事項なの。この意味わかるでしょ、マトウさん。わかるって何がですか？今までシローの世話をしていたみたいだけど、しばらくは必要ないってことよ。来られても迷惑だし、来ない方があなたのためだし。
Sakura looks down and falls yeah, that was a bit harsh, to be fair. That was a bit harsh. That's pretty brutal. Sakura looks down and falls silent after a chilling silence.
わかりません。
I do not know. Doesn't make sense. What do you mean?
はい？
She looks pissed, man.
私には遠坂先輩のおっしゃることがわからないと言いました。ちょっとさくら、あんた。お邪魔します先輩。お台所お借りしますね。
Damn. She's not even listening. She's just like, nope, fuck that. I'm still making breakfast. Sakura bows to me and walks into the house. She heads toward the living room, heading right past Tosaka and flatly ignoring her. Tosaka just stands there aghast. I'm no different. I've never seen Sakura act like that, and I don't know what to say. Well, it comes as a surprise, but it isn't the only one.
おい、遠坂。お前、どうしてさくらが俺ん家に来てるって知ってたんだよ。今まで、さくらが俺の世話をしてたなんて、お前に言った覚えはないぞ。
ああ、それなら前にちょっと小耳に挟んだだけよ。ただの偶然。それより驚いたわ。あの子、ここじゃあんなに元気なの？学校とじゃ大違いじゃない。
Tosaka must be really surprised given how annoyed she sounds, which means Tosaka knows Sakura pretty well at school. Sakura seems to know Tosaka too, and the two of them appear to have a good senior and underclassmen relationship that I was unaware of. That
い
aside,
や、俺も驚いてる。あんなにトゲトゲしいさくらは初めて見た。うちに手伝いに来てくれてる時と学校でのさくらは変わらないよ。今のは鬼のかく乱ってのに票を投じる。
そうなんだ。まずったわね。さくらがあんなに孤児だとは知らなかったわ。こうなるんならシローの口から説明させればよかった。
hey Vagrant, how we doing? Welcome in, buddy. I'm well. I'm well, thanks. Yeah, I'm all good. How have you been? Basically, Night's treating me very well. It's been very good so far. Very intriguing. Today's been quite slice of lifey, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's been good. I've been enjoying it. Yeah. I still feel like I've got a long way to go, but yeah, it's been, the characters are fantastic so far. Really well written. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah. Obviously, compared to Tosaka's merciless explanation, I would have handled that a lot better.
ことは仕方がないだろ。それよりまずいって何がだよ。
Well worth the money. Yeah, what's up, Sen? Welcome in, buddy. Well worth the money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't regret spending like, what, it was only like £4 more, wasn't it? It's not too bad. Excuse me?
そりゃまずいでしょう。これからこの家は戦場になるかもしれないのよ。だから私たち以外の人間を寄せつけないようにってさくらをたしなめたのに、あれじゃあ逆に追い出すのが難しくなったじゃない。
あれでたしなめてたのか。俺はてっきりいじめてるのかと思った。
You played the original? Oh my god, is that what happens in the original? Fucking hell. Bloody hell. You must have seen some things.
そこ、なんかつまんないこと言った？今。
Oh my god, I'm so glad they could. Obviously, I wouldn't play it, honestly. No way. I'm glad they cut all that out. I'm glad there's a version, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Sen, I was literally just thinking that.
率直な感想だよ。それよりさくらのことだ。どうする？
I am interested to see if, well, obviously not to see, but I'm interested to hear if, like, any of those scenes do have any sort of relevance whatsoever. Not a thing I cared for, yeah. The pork chop has entered my loins. I shan't and can't bear arms for thee tonight, sire. My apologies. That's all good, Osmosis. You've earned you've earned a night's rest. A night's rest for one of the routes, kinda. Okay, I'm guessing that's a spoiler though. I don't know how much they cut in this version though. Okay, right.
De, Sakura が来るのは朝だけ？それとも夕食もこき使ってるの？
誤解を招くような言い方するなよな。朝は毎日だけど、夕飯はそう多くないぞ。
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to be really careful with spoilers on this one. I've already had a couple, so I'm just trying to avoid any sort of anything really.
そう。それじゃあこれからは毎日になりそうね。
I'm actually going to post my my pinned message. I'm not saying that was a spoiler, but it's just reminded me to post one. And get this pinned. Might actually tweak it and say it's my first like experience with Fate. Get that pinned just in case new people come in, you know, and they're like, oh, this character's from this game. It's like, can you not tell me that, please? Fate franchise, yeah. Maybe I should tweak that then, actually. Wait, maybe I should tweak it. This is my first time playing any game in the Fate. This is my first time experiencing the Fate anything in the Fate franchise. This is my first time experiencing anything in the Fate franchise. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna be pretty ruthless with this. So obviously, Sen, feel free to like delete comments. Feel free to ban if like people just give a straight up spoiler. Like I'm giving you permission. Like sword completely unsheathed, you know, as Osmosis would say. You'll get Fate Zero people coming in. Right. I mean, I am a Fate Zero person, but outside, I don't know what that is. My lips are sealed. Thanks, Vagrant. I appreciate that. Faith has been good to you, Sire. We'll take it from here, yeah. I'll win, take the deletion... Oh, you'll take the deletion route first. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, then. It's an anime. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, as I tilt my head in confusion, Tosaka sighs in disbelief. Soon after, Tosaka remains in the living room while Sakura begins preparing breakfast in silence. I was a little worried about leaving Tosaka and Sakura alone in the same room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber. It seems like Sakura is mad about Tosaka being here, so things will just get worse if Saber comes out too. Which is why I decide to explain the situation to Saber.
というわけなんだ。さくら、今うちに来てくれてる子はさくらって言うんだが、さくらは魔術師でも何でもない普通の子で、聖杯戦争なんかに巻き込むわけにはいかないだろう。できれば知らないままでしばらくうちから離れていてほしいんだが。
What the hell? I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from
だ
here.
からだな。今朝のさくらはどうもおかしいんだ。
Not fit to fight, but unsheathed by thine command, I shall remain. Thank you, my squire. Anyway, Sakura's acting real strange.
登坂が原因なんだが、そこに追い打ちをかけるのもどうかと思う。まあいや、だからさくらは見知らぬ他人がうちにいることに驚いてるんだ。そこにセイバーが出てくるとさらにおかしくなりそうなんだが、待て。
いいえ、シローの言いたいことはわかります。つまり私はここで待機していればいいのですね。
そうしてくれると助かる。さくらを送り出したらすぐに戻ってくるから、朝食はその時で。
Saber nods quietly. I'm so glad Saber is so understanding. Okay, I'm worried about what's happening in the living room, so I should hurry back.
シロー。
なんだセイバー。
はい。そのようなことを私に説明する必要はありませんが、もう少し落ち着くべきです。先ほどからシローの言動は破綻しているかと。
慌ててるか俺。
とても。今に戻るのでしたら、その前に気を落ち着けることです。
Random, I see your redeems are basically always being updated, and I appreciate your choices a lot. Thanks, Vagrant. Thank you. I don't really feel like I've added that too many new things. I've added the old Greg one, but that's because of the Nuzlocke run. But and the Myoink, because that's for Valkyria Chronicle. If there's something like in direct reference to a new game that we're playing, then yeah, I'll add it in for sure. I do enjoy it. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Saber's advice is given in her usual tone. Speaking of visual novels, I was watching Lejeune play a load of Tokimeki Memorial earlier today. Because I went to bed, right? And when I was looking for someone to raid last night, I saw that Lejeune was on, and he was playing Tokimeki Memorial, and he was like an hour or two into the stream, and I was like, oh, okay, that could be good, but like, you know, it's quite a bit of a shift, right? And then I went to bed, got like a full 9 hours sleep, woke up, made a coffee, had to do some work, and then like he was still playing it 11 hours later. He'd stayed up all night playing Tokimeki Memorial. You don't know that one. It's like the original dating sim. Yeah. I was like, wow, this guy is he's feeling it. He's loving it. So that was cool to see. It was really chill. I didn't want him to go. I was trying to, well, not pressure him to stay on any longer because he needed to like get some rest. He'd be playing for 12 hours straight. But what a game! The original Second Life, dude, so influential. I watched. It then spawned me. It then. God, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspired me, sorry, to watch. Inspired? I don't know. I watched Tim Rogers' video on it again, basically. And it's so. Have you seen it, Sen? The Tim Rogers action button review of Tokimeki Memorial. It's like 6 hours long. It's like incredible review. It's really cool. The OG. Is it from the 80s? I think it's late 80s, isn't it? It's PC Engine. Originally PC Engine. Developed by Konami. Like, I didn't realize that the people, like, the lead designers of like Symphony of the Night, like, wrote a lot of the script for it and stuff. Like, people that, like, some of the lead developers for Symphony of the Night and Contra, like, were pretty heavily involved in making it. It was a huge game in Japan at the time. It was massive. But it's sort of like, he makes some pretty wild claims and arguments that, like, without Tokimeki Memorial, like, we wouldn't have, like, Metal Gear Solid or something. He said that inspired Konami to do something with Snatcher or something like that. I thought it was really cool. I had a good idea of the era. I am truly a nerd. Brilliant. We all are. It's not a bad thing. You should check it out. 6 hour vid on a game I don't really care about is too long. The reason why it's so long is because there's two whole let's play, like almost 2 whole let's plays in the middle of it. He does like a let's play of the first time he played it where he just failed miserably, and then he does a let's play of like he played it 14 times, and 2 of his like campaigns he basically like goes from beginning to end and talks about like what happened, the choices he made and stuff like that. That's why that particular one is a lot longer than his other videos. It's worth watching though. Yeah, it's worth watching. It's really cool. Him talking about how influential it is really, really cool. I honestly think there are certain games that, he loves it. Yeah, he's like cried at it, and yeah, he says it's like one of the most important, influential, and like best games he's ever played. It's really cool. It's a great video. I'd highly recommend it. Breakfast begins as usual, like nothing happened. Yo, what's up, Raging Tide? How we doing, man? Welcome in. I hope you're well. I was watching back the last VOD. Had a question. You should have received the character menu. I didn't see if you had checked it or not. We've got the servant menu. Is that what you meant? Well, we did check it out a little bit. We did. Is this the one you mean? We did check this out. Yeah, we did. A little bit. Not massively. It's really cool. It gives you all of their stats and stuff. Yeah, we checked this out. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, for sure. Saber's stats are like really good. Like Berserker's stats are insane. Like absolutely insane. The thing I don't understand is how he has an A rank in agility if he's that big and that strong. Typically you sacrifice a little bit of agility for strength, but this one is just ridiculous. A little bit unfair, to be honest. And there's a lot we haven't seen. We still haven't seen Assassin, Caster, Rider. There are 3 that we still haven't seen, so I'm excited to see what they look like. But yeah, Hercules, yeah. You would think so, right? Yeah. Out of context, servant menu sounds wild. Cool. All right. Yo, what up, John? How we doing? Zerka has no int stat because it would be embarrassing. Wait. No, there's Constitution. Isn't that the same thing? Constitution, right? No one has an int stat, though. I mean, he literally can't even talk, so yeah. He just goes, rah. Archer's stats are pretty shit, to be honest. Oh, we don't know the Noble Phantasm. That's interesting. Interesting. Ooh, okay. That's a good little... I love the Final Fantasy Tactics portrait styles they have in the background. They're really cool as well. I see Constitution as HP. Yeah, that's true. Well, then no one does. Well, no, Magic. MGI, that's Magic, right? Magic Resistance. We don't know what it is. But it's obviously going to be amazing, isn't it? That's why his stats are low and they're keeping it a secret. Oh, I'm into it. The OG Chad servant. Yeah, gotta love him. Hercules. It's making me want to reinstall Fate Go just a little. Is that the gacha? Sakura hands me my bowl of rice. She's acting like her usual self. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two seems to have dissipated. At least on the surface. I never uninstalled Fate Go. That's the gacha, alright, yeah. Totsuka hesitates a little before accepting a rice bowl. Sakura smiles as she puts bowls of miso soup, egg omelette, and other dishes on the table. Totsuka watches the table filling up, looking utterly flummoxed.
Totsuka, お前、朝飯は食べない主義じゃなかったっけ？
用意されたものは食べるわ。当然の礼儀でしょ、それって。
ま、いいならいいか。それじゃ、いただきます。
いただきます。
それと、結局支度を任せてすまなかったな、さくら。
いえ、これが私の仕事ですから、気にしないでください。じゃあ、まったくいい身分だこと。後輩に朝食作らせるなんてどこの王侯貴族なんだか。まあそれはおいおい問い詰めるとして。いただきます。
The three of us bow politely and begin breakfast. Damn, nobody's talking. I guess the mood isn't that tense. Our breakfasts are usually pretty light on conversation. Sakura and I aren't really all that talkative, so it's no shock meals are so quiet. But why does breakfast feel so chaotic every day? Wait a minute. I get another nagging feeling.
先輩、お魚の味付け濃かったですか？
いや、そんなことはないけどな。どうもさっきからなんか忘れてる気がする。
Why does he keep saying he's forgetting something? Are we supposed to know what he's forgetting or not? I'm getting nervous. What could it be? I tried to convince myself that it's probably not important since I can't remember, but I feel like that's a terrible mistake. I'm gripped by this sense of dread, like I'm ignoring a fatal disease or something.
どうせ大したことじゃないんだろ。
John. You'll become pissed at all the welfare servants you've missed out on. Oh, never mind. You're a whale. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's a pretty good fake Go reference. You could just buy the welfares. I don't know what this is. I just try to shove the thoughts from my mind as I go back to eating. Just then, is that what we're missing? Is that what we're forgetting? We're forgetting. Are we forgetting about Fujini? Fujini comes bursting in. I forgot. How could I have forgotten this? I guess I tried to just forget my problems rather than deal with them. Right, that is what. Okay, that what it is. Generic term for somebody who funds the gacha games they play. Right, okay. I thought a whale was like a big person in the community. Like a well-known player or something like that. Fujini situates herself in her normal spot. The two greet her in unison. Sakura hands her a rice bowl with her usual smile. Fujini takes the bowl and tilts her head in confusion. She senses something strange, but doesn't know exactly what it is. Fujini quietly chews her food, and after finishing a whole bowl of rice, she leans over to whisper in my ear.
ねえ、シロ、どうして遠坂さんがいるの？
それは今日からうちに下宿することになったからかな。
They are the most important people in the gacha community. Right. Oh, I see. Sorry, they fund the actual game, right? Because they spend so much money. Right, sorry, I get it. Sorry.
あ、そうなの。遠坂さんも変わったことするのね。
Plastica does some pretty weird stuff. As I glance back over, I feel the need to start up some of the mining and crafting while hearing these wonderful stories.
そっか。今日からここに下宿するのか。
What's the most amount of money that anyone has ever, a single person has ever spent on a single gacha game? Do we have access to that information? And what game is it? That's what I want to know. Surely that should exist. It's got to be in the public record somewhere, right? Fujini seems to accept this and takes a big gulp of her miso soup. Oh no. Oh no. What did we do? Why is she so upset? What did we do? What? The table suddenly flips violently. Luckily, Sakura is sitting out of the path of the flying food, while Tosaka had already moved away, apparently predicting what was about to happen. So, I'm the only one who ended up splattered. Yo, what up, Pop? How we doing, buddy? What the hell is happening?
こんなもんかけられたら熱いだろって。 なぜに朝っぱらから鍋物だぞ。
そ何考えてるのよシロ。同い年の女の子を下宿させるなんてどこのラブコメだい。私はそんなタチの悪い冗談じゃ笑ってやらないんだから。
笑いを取るつもりなんかねえってば。てかやけどする。さくらタオルくれ、タオル。
冷やしたタオルでしたら。
The battle music.
先輩。
サンキュー、助かる。うわっ、襟元からつくねが必要以上に加熱されたつくねが。
Chicken meatballs for breakfast. What the hell? What the hell?
タオルはあと。そんなことより申し開きしなさいシロ。
I think one guy spent like 50,000 USD equivalent on Fate Go. Doubt that's the record, just off the top of my head. That's insane. The response: mining and crafting it is while my pork chop rests. I shan't be of help with these female adversaries. Doing good. Finally finished expedition. Ooh, nice. Some additional side content completed. Man, what an experience. I know I want to get deep into the ending, but I can't because obviously huge spoilers there for people who haven't played it. But my god, what a great ending. What an amazing ending. Yeah, I did some side stuff, but there's just always a point where I'm like, I just don't want to grind for that long and, you know, just to do the super bosses, you know. It's not really fun for me. Yo, what's up, Red? How we doing? Welcome in for the... Whoa, oh my god, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How's Lost Odyssey going? Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Ron. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. My name is Carp. We play visual novels on a Sunday, and we're currently playing Fate Stay Night for the first time. It's my first time experiencing anything in the Fate franchise, so trying to avoid spoilers here, but I hope you're doing well, and welcome in. We're just talking about gacha games a little bit as well. Ayo, get raided. Greetings, sir. Greetings, sir, to you. The super boss was rough, but it was worth it. Okay. Granblue Fantasy had a famous incident back in the day where someone spent 6,000 US dollars, where it was a big controversy, where Cygames' response was to add a pity system. What? Which is crazy, thinking how Fate Go still has like the worst pity system. What's a pity system? Is a pity system like where they chuck you like a couple of free dice, like a couple free rolls a day or something like that? Plate of bread is like music in my ears. Welcome. Osmosis. I remember you saying that about Fate Go, that it just has like, it just is so offensive to you, you know, so mean, it gives you nothing, right? Not bad. Experimental staff dungeon can fucking bite me, man. Having to stop and get a gate pass every 5 seconds along with the confusing puzzles. That sounds rough, dude. Well, I hope you're still enjoying the game regardless of that, but yeah. Thanks for the welcome. Also, gacha games are about to be a dying breed thanks to Europe changing the laws, finally. I think all the money from gacha games comes from Asia, though, surely. Like, I think a lot of it is based in China and Korea, no? So, I mean, yeah, they'll lose out on the European market, but I don't think that's their biggest customer base, like, whatsoever. Probably their least biggest customer base, I'd imagine. I could be wrong there, but... Pity system is when you have a certain... Yeah, you roll a certain amount and they give you what you want, right? Basically, you get the character you're rolling for once you hit X amount of resources spent. Right. This gacha is a convoluted gambling for children. Kind of, yeah. Kind of is. Yeah, the game's great. Okay, good. I would never suggest someone to get into Fate Go. Okay. How many hours have you spent in it, Sen, or do you not want to say? I'm just in too deep. Okay. Oh my god. Fujini roars. So I just need to check a message. Well, that went about how I expected. Fujini's my guardian, and she's also a school teacher. I don't think I'm getting out of this situation with 100 whacks from a wooden sword, or even 100 cuts from a real one. But unfortunately, I have to find a way to live with this.
別にやましい
They
気持
don't
ちなん
even
て
track
登
hours.
坂とはそういう関係でもないんだ
That's telling, isn't
ただ
it?
事故に遭ったっていうか成り行きで部屋を貸すことになっただけなんだってば
I mean, that is so telling they don't track hours. It's like in Las Vegas where they don't have any clocks anywhere and no windows, so you just have no idea what time of day it is. You never see the sun coming up, so you're just like, yeah, it sounds like the same. They don't even track your hours spent. Because if you look at it and you're like, oh my god, I've played it for 1,000 hours, I should probably stop now. You just have to guess. That's crazy. You just do dailies at this point, right? Okay. It's only when lotteries come on that I have to keep it running. Wow.
うるさーい！ダメなものはダメなの！私は下宿なんて許しません。遠坂さんの事情は知らないけど、ちゃっちゃと帰ってもらいなさい。
She's not even willing to listen. This is bad. I guess she's not as easy to convince as I thought.
先生、下宿は許しませんとおっしゃいますけど、私はすでに一泊してしまったのです。
No, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. She's gonna flip. Tosaka is so casual about how she puts it. Her words seem to be like cold water dumped over Fujini's head. Oh dear. What even caused this incredible outburst in the first place? She's pissed that Tosaka is staying at the house. She's like, it's not allowed. She doesn't want her in the house.
止めさせていただいたんです。いいえ、正確には土曜の夜からお邪魔していますから2泊でした。
Oh
今
dear.
は別棟の客間を借りて荷物も運んであります。
Uh-oh.
どうでしょう先生。客観的に見て私はもう下宿している状況なのですが。
We're about going to switch from watching in OBS. Sure, man. Wait, you can do that? Wait, what? I didn't know you can watch within OBS. I didn't know that. How? The color drains from Fujini's face.
シロ、あんたなんてことするのよ。こんなことキリツグさんが知ったらどうなるか分かってるの？
どうなるかって親父だったら間違いなく喜ぶぞ男の解消とかなんとか言って
Watch the live feed. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that within OBS or someone else's stream.
同感。キリツグさん、女の子にはとことん甘い人だったからな。そっか。それが遺伝してるんでしょ、シロのバカ！
That voice acting was incredible. Fujini grabs my collar and shakes me. Well, my old man did always teach me to protect girls. It's like watching TV through a camera. Yeah, kind of, yeah. I'm not as chivalrous as my old man was, but I still agree. Even so.
何？助け舟出してほしいの？
And my Twitch quick actions docked so I can raid out from OBS. Oh, what? Can I do that too? I need to add that. Custom browser docs. Oh, wow. Shit, I'll look into that. Thanks, Bread. Guys have it pretty tough, though. Because my chivalrous upbringing, I do have to keep in mind that, cold-hearted as she is, Rin is still a girl. The same with chat, too. Oh, yeah, I have chat in it. Yeah, for sure. I just need to take a very quick ad break. And then we will continue whatever this conversation is leading to. And I will see you all in 3 minutes. I won't be long. And I'll see you then. Okay, we are back from the ads. Welcome back, everybody.
頼む。俺じゃ現状を打破できない。遠坂の政治手腕に期待する。
I nod in Tosaka's direction while Fujini shakes me.
オッケー。それじゃあサクッと解決しますか。
I refuse to claim this victory in other than our liege's name. Thank you.
藤村先生、エミヤ君を振っても出るのは悲鳴だけですから、そのあたりでやめてあげてください。
And if any of you out there want
下手をすると朝ごはんまで出てきかねません。
a chance of victory at the Battle Royale, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and you'll have your own streaming avatar to fight during the ad breaks.
何よ遠坂さん、そんな真面目な顔したって怖くないんだから。教師として、何より四郎の教育係として遠坂さんの下宿は認めません。
Fujini takes her hands off me, turns toward Tosaka. Must be her feral instincts kicking in. She must have thought Tosaka would pounce on her if she kept her full attention on me.
それはなぜでしょうか。うちの学校には下宿している生徒も少なくありません。生徒の自主性を伸ばすのが我が校の方針ではありませんでしたか。
何よ、難しいこと言ったってダメなんだから。大体ですね、こんなところに下宿したって自主性なんて芽生えません。ご飯は勝手に出てくる、いつも綺麗、お風呂は勝手に沸いてるっていう夢のようなお家なんだから。こんなところに居候してたら堕落しきっちゃうわよ遠坂さん。
藤ね。
Hardly seems appropriate coming from a teacher.
それにね、原則として下宿していい生徒は家が遠い生徒だけよ。遠坂さんのお家、確かにここより遠いけど登校できない場所じゃないでしょう。さくらちゃんだってあっちから通ってるんだから下宿する必要なんてありません。
それが今うちは全面的な改装を行っているんです。古い建物ですからそこかしこにガタが来てしまっていて、改装が終わるまではホテルで暮らそうと考えていたのですが、偶然通りかかってエミヤ君に相談したところ、それはお金がもったいないからうちを使えばいいと言ってくれたんです。
それは確かに素人っぽい発言ね。
はい、あまり面識のないエミヤ君からの提案には驚いたのですが、確かにホテル暮らしなんてもったいないし、何より学生らしくありません。それなら学友であるエミヤ君のお家にご厄介になった方が勉強になると思ったのです。
Fujini groans. Tosaka's answer and mannerisms are textbook. There's no room for Fujini, teacher that she is, to object.
話は分かりました。けどそれでも問題はあるでしょ。遠坂さんと四郎は女の子と男の子なんだから、一つ屋根の下で暮らすというのはどうかと思うわ。
どうかとはどんなことでしょうか先生。
だからね、遠坂さん美人だし、四郎もなんだかんだって男の子だし、間違いがあったら嫌だなって。
What's up, Nerd Revenge? How you doing, bud? Evening. Was fixing my ancient 40-year-old computer. Seems to be working now. Wow. That's so cool. You got the nice CRT monitor with that as well. Nice PC CRT monitor. I bet you do. Lovely. That's so cool. You're fixing that up. What you got on there? 40 years old. So what's that? Windows... God, is that even Windows? What is that? 40 years? What OS are you running on it? Currently using on a Plasma to test it. It's a ZX Spectrum. Oh, cool. Oh, that's sick. Very cool. I like it. That's exciting.
何も間違いはありません。私の部屋は別棟の隅、エミヤ君の部屋は蔵の近くにある和室です。距離にしてみれば20メートル以上離れているじゃないですか。ここまで離れていれば何も問題はないと思いますが。
Old computers are pretty reliable though, comparing to modern stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's less components, right? So it makes sense. Or is that... Yeah, I guess that's right, isn't it?
でしょ
Your computers break when you sneeze at it. That is true.
エミヤ君を信用していないとでも先ほど先生はエミヤ君の教育係だと
Well, computers were like so expensive back in the day. Like you couldn't really... They were really, really expensive back in the day. They weren't as cheap and readily available as they are today. So they were probably built with more care and more high quality components, right? The fault was it was going into the test screen as if buttons were jammed, cleaned it up, still same fault, had to take the entire keyboard apart to clean it, same time replace 40-year-old thermal paste and use 99% IPA on the tape deck. 99% IPA, bloody hell. And it's working? That's sick, congrats. That's a huge achievement, man, well done. Nicely done.
シロはちゃんとしてるもん。絶対女の子を泣かせるような子じゃないんだから。
なら安心でしょ私もエミヤ君を信用していますからここなら安心して下宿できると思ったのです
There's some games. Some games. But can it run Crisis? What's up, AJ? How we doing? Fujini starts losing steam. Check and mate, Tosaka. There are a few things Fujini could have responded to, but I'm sure Tosaka would have had no trouble talking her way out of them. Anyway, looks like Tosaka has officially gained citizenship of this in this house. Yeah, how you doing, AJ? How's are you still playing Horizon? And then breakfast ends. As expected, Fujini gave up after Tosaka talked her down. In the end, we agreed to keep our living arrangements a secret at school, while Fujini would supervise us at home. Yep, nice. With that decided, Fujini got really excited, knowing that there were going to be more people in the house, and she left for school in a good mood. Thief to 54? Holy shit, nicely done. It's kind of slowed down. You've slowed down on it lately, okay. Works great. Could do with capacitors replaced and a few resistors and a few tiny modern things that are far more efficient, but we'll bother with that later. Nice. What are you going to play on it? I know that there's some ZX Spectrum exclusive games. What are you looking at? After breakfast ended, I called out to Saber before I leave for school. Saber, calm as always, says,
学校ではリンの指示に従うように。危険が迫った時は私を必要としてください。それでマスターの異常は感じ取れますから。
She returns to her room. Usually only play it when my brother's on, otherwise I hop around other games I haven't beaten yet. Nice. Yeah, nice. Incomplete playthroughs, yeah. Yeah, I've got a few of those. I need to finish Persona 3 Reload. I just, like, every time I boot it up, I'm like, I'm just not feeling it, you know? But that's the only game I played in the last year or so that I just have not finished. Usually I'm usually pretty good at finishing what I start, but I can't get through Persona 3. I just can't do it. It's time to go to school.
それじゃあ行きましょうかこの辺りの道は不慣れなんだから学校までの近道ぐらい教えてよね
What I want to play is Persona 2. That's what I really want to play. I want to play it on stream. You've seen the light. Yeah, I have, Sam, yeah. I really want to play Persona 2. I actually kind of want to play Persona 1, but I don't know, man. I've heard it's pretty rough around the edges, but you know, now if we're playing it on OG hardware, it could be pretty cool. There's some amazing games on it. Depends though, as many like NES hard games seems like baby's first game. Wow, okay. Why are they so difficult? I have so many games installed on my Steam Deck, I'm just cycling through them for an hour before taking a nap instead. Yeah, that's why you've got too many. Dude, my brother bought a Steam Deck and he says the exact same thing. He's got too much choice. He's just like, I just scroll through shit and then I always just play Balatro and then go to bed. So it's just like, too much choice could be a bad thing. That's why I haven't, you know, I'm being quite selective on what I put on these flashcards at the moment. Let's get going. I don't know this area very well, so maybe you can show me some shortcuts, okay? Yeah, it's your whole Steam library, exactly. Rin Tosaka is in her school uniform, standing next to me. My image of her as an honor student is fading, but she still makes me nervous when I see her in her uniform. So going to school with the prettiest girl is nerve-wracking enough, but on top of that, uninstall all of your games. Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea. Yeah, just be very selective on what you want on there. Sakura's coming with me too. Sakura typically goes to school with Fujini because she's a member of the Kyoto Club. But this morning, Sakura stayed put in the living room, helped clean up after breakfast, and waited for me to go to school.
何？さくらに鍵持たせてるの？シロってば。
持たせてるよ。さくらは悪いことなんてしないし、ずっと世話になってるからな。ああ、その分でいくと遠坂にはやれないが、別に構わないだろ。
それは構わないけど、どういう意味よそれ？
悪いことするだろ。それにお前、
You do bad stuff.
必要ないものを作るほど水強じゃないぞ、俺。
はあ、そうですか。ええ、シロの言う通り、これっぽっちもいらないわよ、そんなもの。
Tosaka turns her head, huffing. Maybe I'm just getting used to her, but I'm starting to find these mannerisms of hers fascinating.
どうした、さくら？戸締まりができたのなら行こう。今朝は遠坂もいるし、できるだけ早めに行きたいんだ。
そうですね。先輩がそう言うのなら、そうします。
Sakura's reply is pretty unenthusiastic, and she trails behind us. This isn't good. Sakura has seemed down ever since Tosaka convinced Fujini to back off. Fujini might have consented, but I have a feeling Sakura isn't convinced.
話さないとダメかな。
Yeah, I should find a way to give these two time to get along and be friends. The sloped road is packed with students. It's 7:30, which is the busiest time for students getting to school. Among the flock of students, I stand out, and I can feel everyone's stares since I'm in pretty famous company. Maybe she forgot something, but Tosaka's been quiet the entire
どうし
time.
た、遠坂？なんか坂道あたりから様子が変だぞ。
やっぱり変？今朝の私。
いや、別に変じゃないが、その反応が変だ。
先輩、その説明は矛盾してます。遠坂先輩が聞いているのはそういうことじゃないと思いますけど。
何を聞きたがってるって言うんだよ、遠坂。
ですから遠坂先輩は周りから見られているからどこか自分の姿がおかしいのではと思ってるんですよね。そうだけどやっぱりさくらから見ても変？おかしいな。今朝は眠いながらもちゃんとブローしたし制服だってシワ一つないと思うんだけど、やっぱり慣れない家で寝たもんだから目にクマでもできてるってわけ？
なんでそこで俺に怒鳴る？遠坂が寝られないのは俺のせいじゃないし、仮にそのせいで遠坂の目にクマができていたとしても大したことじゃない。
何失礼なこと言ってるのよ。女ってのは生まれた時から自分の身だしなみを気にするものなの。ああもう今まで外見だけは完璧でいいよって繕ってきたのに、それも今日でおしまいってことかしらね。
だからなんで俺を見て怒鳴るんだよ、遠坂は。なんで遠坂が変なのかは知らないが、間違いなくそれは俺のせいじゃない。八つあたりはよそでやってくれ。
違いますよ遠坂先輩。先輩は今日も綺麗です。みんなが遠坂先輩を見ているのは私たちと一緒だからです。先輩。何？その程度のことでこんな扱い受けるわけ？侮れないわね。10年も通ってれば学校なんてマスターしたつもりでいたけど、謎はまだ残ってたわけか。
Tosaka ponders this seriously. Hold on. What kind of person ignores someone telling them they're as beautiful as always?
わかんないやつだな。遠坂が誰かと投稿すれば騒ぎになるのは当然じゃないか。
ですね。けど遠坂先輩、そういうの気にしない人なんです。だから今まで浮いた話一つなかったんですよ。
そりゃよかった。外見に騙されて泣きを見た犠牲者は今のところ一人だけってことだからな。
I whisper that part to Sakura as we walk a bit behind Tosaka, who still looks puzzled. We walk through the school gate, stairs following us the whole way. I only need to endure the stairs a little longer, since we will all separate once we get into the school building.
朝から頭痛いのがやってきちゃってまあ。
Tosaka mutters to herself as we head toward campus. Following Tosaka's gaze, I see a familiar face pushing his way through the crowd of students.
Sakura!
Here we go. Sakura shivers at the sight of him. Shinji acts like he doesn't see us. Instead, he makes a beeline for Sakura and says,
どうして道場に来ないんだ。お前、僕に断りもなく休むなんて何様なわけ？
What's this guy's fucking problem, man? Shinji raises his hand. Oh my god. Instinctively.
よし、シンジ。朝練ご苦労様だな。
Jesus. I grab his hand and greet him.
エミヤ？お前、そうか。またエミヤの家に行ってたのか、サクラ。
先輩のところにお手伝いに行っていました。けどそれは
後輩としての義務だって？まったく、泥臭いなお前は。勝手に怪我したやつなんて構うことないだろ。いいから、お前は僕の言う通りにしてればいいんだよ。
Shinji huffs as he lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold on to his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I let go.
しかしなんだね。そこまでうちの邪魔して楽しいわけ、エミヤ。さくらは弓道部の部員なんだからさ。無理やり朝練をサボらせるような真似しないでくれないかな。
I don't have a response to that. Having Sakura come to my place to make breakfast does hold her up in the mornings.
そんなことありません。私は好きで先輩のお手伝いをしているだけです。兄さん、今のは言い過ぎなんじゃないですか？
言い過ぎだって？それはお前の方だよ、さくら。エミヤが一人住まいだからなんだって言うんだ。別に一人でいいって言うんだからさ、一人にしてやればいいんだよ。エミヤみたいなのは。
兄さん、やだ。今のはひどいよ。
まあいい。今日でエミヤの家に行くのはやめろよ、さくら。僕が来いって言ったのに部活に来なかったんだ。そのくらいの罰は受ける覚悟があったんだろ。
Jesus. Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Sakura and pull her away, but the instant he does... Nice.
おはよう、マトウ君。黙って聞いていたんだけど、なかなか面白い話だったわ、今の。
え？遠坂。お前、なんでさくらといるんだよ。
別に意外でも何でもないでしょう。
Sa-
さくらさんはエミヤ君と知り合い、私はエミヤ君と知り合い。だから今朝は3人で一緒に登校してきたんだけど、気づかなかった？
エミヤと知り合い？
ええ、きっとこれからも一緒に学校に来て一緒に下校するぐらいの知り合いだから、さくらさんとも付き合っていこうかなって思ってるわ。
エミヤとだって。
Shinji glares at me. It might be my imagination, but I feel murderous intent from him that goes way beyond just animosity. Sorry. While I haven't really been getting along with Shinji lately, I don't remember doing anything that would make him resent me anywhere near this much. Yo, what's up, Marshall? Thanks for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I can drink some of my old coffee. you always make me drink old coffee.
そんなバカな。冗談がきついな。
It's my fault for not having water by hand, I know.
エミヤなんかと付き合うわけないじゃないか。ああ、そうか。君勘違いしてるんだろう。そりゃ確かにちょっと前までエミヤとは友達だったけど、今は違うんだ。もうエミヤと僕は無関係だから、あまりメリットはないんだぜ。
そうなの？よかった。それを聞いて安心したわ。あなたのことなんてちっとも興味がなかったから。
I feel bad for Shinji. If I were in his shoes, Tosaka's words would be traumatic enough. I probably wouldn't recover for a good while.
お前。
それとマトウ君、さっきの話だけど弓道部の朝練は自主参加のはずよ。欠席の許可が必要だなんて話は聞いてないわ。そんな規則、私はもちろん綾子や藤村先生も聞いてないでしょうね。
うるさいな。兄貴が妹に何をしようが勝手だろう。いちいち人の家の事情に首を突っ込むな。
それは同感ね。だからあなたもエミヤ君の家のことをあれこれ言うのは筋違いじゃない？まったく、こんな朝から校庭で騒がしいわよ、マトウ君。
Shinji retreats a step, still glaring at Sakura and me in the process.
わかった。今朝の件は許してやる。けどさくら、次はないからな。今度何かあったら、その時は自分の立場ってやつをよく思い知らせてやる。
Shinji heads toward the school building after making his big pronouncement. He's turned tail and run after Tosaka gave him such a dressing down.
ごめんなさい先輩。兄さんがその失礼なことを言ってしまって。
Sakura is apologizing not just to me but to Tosaka as well.
朝からいい運動になったわ。頭のギアがスパッと上がったし、ようやく調子が出てきたもの。口喧嘩好きなのよね。それに謝るのは私の方だし、ちょっとやりすぎだったわよね、今の。あいつだって立場があるんだし、ほら、みんなの前でああいうのってしちゃダメだって言うじゃない？マトウ君が落ち込んでたら後でフォローしてあげて。これに懲りずにまた突っかかってきてもいいって。はい、兄さんが懲りていなければまたお相手をしてあげてください、先輩。
Nice. Relieved, Sakura smiles cheerfully. Tosaka seems suddenly bashful and looks away.
先輩もできれば怒らないであげてください。兄さん、先輩しか友達いないから。
分かってるよ。怒るなっていうのは無理だけど、シンジはああいうやつだってのは知り合った時から知ってる。ま、なんかの拍子でまた付き合いが深くなるのは目に見えてるしさ。気長にやっていくよ、あいつとは。
よろしくお願いします、先輩。
Sakura quickly bows. Yeah. The only thing I get really mad at Shinji about is the way he treats his sister like crap.
それじゃあ先輩、今日も一日頑張りましょうね。
This has been very slice of lifey for the past, like, I don't know, the whole stream, but a little bit yesterday as well. I mean, we would, to be fair, we were talking a lot about the Holy Grail War yesterday, but this is just everyone's just getting by, aren't they? Sakura heads to the first year floor. Tosaka and I climb the stairs to the second year floor. What? Can I listen to that again? Or what? Yo, give me a re-up on that.
How?
What? Excuse me?
How?
Hawa? Hmm?
How?
Why does it begin with H? I'm so confused. I've just got to go put my wife's lunch in the fridge because she forgot to do it. So I'm going to go do that now quickly. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I just realized that line one more time.
How?
Why is it so? Why do I find that so funny?
How?
Run right into the student council president.
なぜに遠坂と一緒にいるのか、エミヤシロ。
あら、おはよう竜道くん。朝からハウアとはご挨拶ね。
How?
目覚めから嫌な予感がしたが、まさか案件殺とはな。いいからこっちに来い、エミヤ。遠坂の近くにいたら毒が移る。毒が。
Bloody hell. You say tugs on my arm. Hard. Tosaka looks at Issei and me without a word, then walks toward Class 2A as if nothing happened.
行くがいい。誰も止めはしないからな。
Might have actually grabbed a tiny little snack of cheese while I was putting the pasta in the fridge. Yeah, you know it. I've got cheesy breath. Tosaka silently passes by, but then...
シロ、昼休みに屋上。
Ooh. She whispers that to me so Issei won't hear. It's lunchtime. After seeing Tosaka and me in the morning, Issei hasn't been speaking to me. He's been treating me like a traitor.
さっきのは悪乗りしすぎたか。
I feel just a bit of regret. Issei interrogated me about why I was with Tosaka this morning, and my response
休みの
was,
間に親密になったんだ。
that was not a great idea. I expected Issei's next set of questions to be about how and why we got close, but before I could explain any further, Issei staggered away.
まあちょうどいいか。しばらくは一人でいろいろやらなくちゃいけないからな。
Having fewer people involved will make things easier. Anyway, the first thing I need to do is... Ooh, let's save. I think we should explain everything to Sakura. Ooh, no. No, definitely don't do that. Wait, what does he mean everything? Like the Holy Grail War? No, we're going to go meet Tosaka. I'm going to save anyway, but I mean, yeah, that's definitely what we're supposed to do and what we are going to do. I promised to meet Tosaka. It may have been her dictating to me, but she probably has something to talk about. I buy lunch and head to the rooftop. The rooftop is typically packed with other students when it's warmer, but it's deserted in the winter chill. Although winter in Fuyuki is comparatively warmer, the rooftop gets unbearably cold. Is this actually a thing in Japan? Because like every single game or anime I've ever seen that that takes place in a high school, which is pretty much every single anime anyway, it always is based around some sort of school. There's always a rooftop. I've never had that in anywhere. Like, well, I mean, certainly didn't have a rooftop in my school that you could access. It's pretty cool. I like it. The only people exposed to the cold wind are myself and
遅い。何のんびりしてるのよ、シロ。
Tosaka shivering in the shadows.
遅れたのは悪かったと思ってる。思ってるんで差し入れを持ってきたんだが、その様子じゃいらないか。
I show her the warm canned coffee I bought and put it back in my pocket.
あんた、朴突な顔して結構気が利くのね。
Yeah, I've only been on the rooftop once at my job, and it was with special permission. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You're generally not allowed on rooftops on any building, like, ever.
ただの気まぐれだよ。ほら、もうちょっとそっち行けよ。ここだと
Maybe it's just like a trope, you know? I hand her the canned coffee as I head towards the back where I won't be seen. We won't be as conspicuous here, and there's no way anyone from the 4th floor would see us. Sort of cool kids hang out, yeah.
次は紅茶にしてね。
Bloody hell, she's a bit close, isn't she?
インスタントならミルクティーだから。
Back up.
それ以外はありがたみがランクダウンするから注意するべし。
はいよ。次まで覚えていたらな。それよりなんだよ。こんなところに呼び出して。人気がない場所を選ぶあたり、そっちの話だと思うけど。
当然でしょ。私とシロの間で他にどっちの話があるっていうのよ。
まあ、それはそうだな。で、どんな話なんだ。
Is the text big enough for everyone, or shall I make it bigger? Can you even make it bigger? I don't even think you can. This is just speed. That's a bit shit. I guess it's because sometimes the text needs to actually be bigger for like effect and stuff. So, but okay.
何よ、ずいぶんクールじゃないあなた。
まあ寒いからな。できるだけ手短に済ませたい。遠坂はそうでもないのか。
そんなわけないでしょ。私だってさっさと要件だけ済ませるつもりに決まってるじゃない。
Yep, I figured. I was just stating the obvious, so she really doesn't need to yell at me like that.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ単刀直入に聞くけどシロ、あなた放課後はどうするつもり？
放課後？あ、いや、別にこれといって予定はないよ。生徒会の手伝い事があったら手伝うし、なかったらバイトに出るし。なんだよ、その露骨に呆れた顔は。言いたいことがあるなら。
まったく、あなたがどうなろうと私は構わないんだけど、まあ一つだけ忠告してあげるか。今は協力関係なんだし、シロは魔術師として未熟すぎるから。
またそれか。魔術師として未熟だっていうのはもう耳にタコだ。気にしてるんだからあまりいじめないでくれ。
Aww.
いじめてなんていないわよ。ただシロが学校の結界に気づいてないようだから未熟だって言ってるの。
Oh shit. What? A bounded field at the school?
待て、学校の結界ってそれはまさか。
Wait, no, we knew that, didn't we?
まさかも何も他のマスターが張った結界
Yeah,
だ
we knew that from the prologue, didn't we? Yeah, yeah.
かなり広範囲に仕組まれた結界でね。発動すれば学校の敷地をほぼ包み込む。種別は結界内にいる人間から血肉を奪うタイプ。まだ準備段階のようだけど、 それでもみんなに元気がないって気づかなかった？
Now that she mentioned it, I felt a little strange 2 days ago, but is that why? That means...
学校にマスターがいる。
そう、確実に敵が潜んでいるってわけ。わかった、エミヤくん。そのあたり覚悟しておかないと死ぬわよ、あなた。
My relaxed demeanor fades as I tense up.
それで、そのマスターが誰かは分かっているのか、遠坂は。
いいえ、当たりはついてるけどまだ確証が取れてない。まあうちの学校にはもう一人魔術師がいるってことは知ってたけど、
Okay,
魔術師イコールマスターってわけじゃないから。
interesting.
あなたみたいな素人がマスターになる場合もあるんだし、断定はできないわ。
俺は素人じゃない。ちゃんとした魔術師だ。待った、遠坂。魔術師ならもう一人いるって、うちの学校に。
そうよ。けどそいつからマスターとしての気配は感じないのよね。真っ先に調べに行ったけど、霊樹もなければサーバントの気配もなかった。
Who else is a mage then?
よっぽどうまく気配を隠しているなら別だけど、まずそいつはマスターじゃないわ。だからこの学園に潜んでいるマスターはシロみたいに半端に魔術を知っている人間だと思う。ここのところさ、微量だけど私たち以外の魔力を後者に感じるのよ。それが敵マスターの気配ってわけなんだけど。
But it's not enough to track.
魔術師ではないマスターか。遠坂が断定するからには相当な確信があるんだろう。それは信じるけど、そうだ、うちの学校そんなに魔術師がいたのか。
そんなにって、私とその子だけだって。魔術師ってのは家柄を大事にするでしょ。こんな狭い地域に2つの家系が根を張った場合、どうしても好意になるものなのよ。
そうなのか。けど俺は遠坂の家のことを知らなかったけどな。
エミヤくんちは特別。エミヤくんのお父さん、教会から離反した一匹狼だったんでしょうね。たまたまこの町が気に入って根を下ろしたんだろうけど、冬木の町はうちの管轄だからさ。
Did we know that? I didn't know that. The city is under the Tosucker family's jurisdiction. Did I know that? Maybe she did explain at the beginning, but that was a long time ago.
私たちにバレたらもらうものもらう。
It's from the prologue? Okay, cool. Right. I forgot about
そ
that.
れが嫌で隠れてたんじゃないかな。
Okay, that's a good little recap. So he knew about the Tosucker family. Okay, that's interesting.
なんだよ、そのもらうものもらうって不穏な発言は。
気になる？それは将来シロが一人前になったら取り立てに行くから期待してて。
まったく、本当に猫かぶってやがったんだな。何が学校一の優等生だ、この詐欺師。
あら、いけない？外見を飾るのだって魔術師としての義務でしょ。ほら、私は遠坂家の跡取りだし、火の打ちどころのない優等生じゃないと天国の父さんに顔を合わせられないのよ。
父さんって遠坂？
ええ、私が子供の頃死んじゃった。ま、十分長生きしたから天寿は全うしたんだし、別に悲しんだりはしてないけど。
Brutal, okay, really? I mean, okay. It's like a smiles as a saying that's just how it goes when you have a mage for a father. But
それは嘘だ。人が死んだら悲しいだろ。
yeah, people die when they are
死ん
killed.
だらなおさらだ。
Oh, people die when they are killed. Was he
魔
killed?
術師だから仕方がない。
Maybe he was killed.
そばでごまかせるものじゃない。
People die when they are killed, though. All the more if that person is your parent. Saying that it can't be helped because someone is a mage, no excuse to just gloss it.
まあ、そうね。エミヤ君の意見は 反論できないぐらい正しいわ。
As she says that, Tosaka opens up the canned coffee she'd been using as a hand warmer until now. She drinks her coffee in small sips. I'd expected her to take a big gulp, honestly, but she's pretty feminine when it comes to things like this. I have a feeling those famous lines aren't in this remaster. Damn. Shit. Bone of my sword still in it, though.
ともかく冬木の町に魔術師は2人しかいないの。他のマスターは外からやってきた連中か。魔術をかじった程度でマスターに選ばれたっていう変わり種でしょうね。
Is that so? So according to Tosaka, I'm quite the irregularity.
それは分かった。けどさ、半端に魔術をかじっただけのマスターならこんな結界は張れないんじゃないのか。
That's a good point. I won't comment on that one. Okay.
マスターが貼ったんじゃなくてサーバントが貼ったのかもね。
May not be the master, the servant might have put up the banded field. Right, okay.
サーバント
Servants.
は自分のマスターを選べないもの。シローみたいなマスターに当たってしまった場合、サーバント自身がいろいろ策を練るしか勝機はないでしょ。
だろうな。気に障るけど反論しようがないんでうなずいとくよ。
はい、素直で結構。で、結界の話に戻すけど、この結界はすごく高度よ。ほとんど魔法の領域だし、こんなの張れる魔術師だったらまず自分の魔力を隠しきれない。だから間違いなくこの結界はサーバントの仕業だと思う。
サーバントの仕業か。ならマスター自身はそう物騒なやつじゃないのかな。
まさか魔術師にしろ一般人にしろ、そいつはルールが分かってないやつよ。マスターを見つければまずまっすぐに殺しに来るタイプの人間ね。
ルールがわからないって聖杯戦争のルールをか。
違う、人間としてのルール。こんな結界を作らせる時点でそいつは自分ってものが分かってない。いいシロ、この結界はね、発動したら最後結界内の人間を一人残らず溶解して吸収する代物よ。私たちは生き物の胃の中にいるようなものなの。魔力で自分自身を守っている私たちには効果はないだろうけど、魔力を持たない人間なら訳もわからないうちに衰弱死しかねない。一般人を巻き込むどころの話じゃないわ。この結界が起動したら学校中の人間は皆殺しにされるのよ。わかる？こういうふざけた結界を準備させるやつがこの学校にいるマスターなの。
Well, we know the other magician is that girl, the one who is, you know, the small creepy child. That one. But I don't think she's talking about that girl. I think she's talking about someone else, someone in the school. And I don't think she's part of this school. So we don't know where she's come from, that other girl, but I don't think she's talking about her. My vision blurs momentarily. I take a deep breath so I can make sure I fully comprehend what Tosaka's trying to say, but it stops there. I attempt to imagine the worst possible outcome, even if my imaginings may fall short, and I keep that image deep within my heart and accept the position I've been placed in.
話は分かった。それでトーサカ、その結界とやらは壊せないのか。
試したけど無理だった。結界の起点は全部探したんだけど、それを消去できないのよ。私にできるのは一時的に起点を弱めて結界の
じゃあトーサカがいる限り結界は張られない？
そう願いたいけど、それも都合のいい願いでしょうね。もう結界は張られていて、発動のための魔力は少しずつ溜まってきている。
8 days? Okay.
アーチャーの見立てだ。
That's quite a few
そうなったら
days.
マスターかサーバントか、どちらかがその気になればこの学校は地獄になる。
じゃあそれまでに
この学校に潜んでいるマスターを倒すしかない。
Okay.
けど探すのは難しいでしょうね。この結界を張られた時点でそいつの勝ちみたいなものだもの。あとは黙ってても結界は発動するんだから、その時まで表には出てこない。だからチャンスがあるとしたら、
表に出てくるその時だけってことか。
ご名答。まあそういうわけだから今はおとなしくしてなさい。その時になったら家でも戦うことになるんだし。自分から探し回って敵に知られるのもバカらしいでしょ。
The metallic sound of the school's bell rings out across the frozen rooftop. Lunchtime is over.
話はそれだけ。私は寄るところがあるから家には一人で帰って。寄り道は控えなさいよ。
Tosaka leaves with a casual bye. This doesn't feel right to me. Yo, what's up, Hacks? How we doing, buddy? Letting that masters may attack other masters is enough to make me anxious, but
ここに結界だと。
now there's a possibility that innocent people might get dragged into this too. That's not what masters do. That's just what a mass murderer does. So I need to find whoever set this bounded field up before it's activated. Find them and destroy them utterly.
喜べエミヤシロ。君の願いは。
Yo, what up, Meg? How we doing? Did you stream on Friday and Saturday? No, just Saturday. Yeah, only one day off last week. Hardest working streamer. I do stream too much, I know. The thing is, Meg, is because we only play good games. That's why. You know, it's like, do I want to play an amazing video game tonight? Yes. You know, that's why I do it. You know, it's not like, oh, fuck, I've got to come on and play like a really good VN. Fuck, no, I can't be bothered. No, of course I can, because the games are great. If the games were shit, then yeah, I probably wouldn't want to do it. Anyway, how are we doing, man? How's your Sunday going? I shake my head, trying to ignore the words that pop right into my mind. I never wished for this. Wishing for bad guys to show up so I can defeat them is not what I want to do. It's not what I do, sorry. I messed that line up, apologies. The end of the day, homeroom ends. Students start to file out of the classroom. Normally, I would go to the students' council room, but I decided to go home since Tosaka told me to. The gate is still locked.
そうか。こんなに早く帰ってきたのなんて久しぶりだ。
It would be a very different situation if you went with that playing niche Japanese games route. Yeah, no one would be here, including myself, Sen. Oh, got to play that really dodgy fan translation of Bahamut Lagoon. I can't really be fucked to do that one tonight. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right there, Sen. You might be right. But, you know, isn't it nice to, you know, play something like that? Isn't it? I don't know. I'll trial it out. Maybe my grand return will just be me playing niche SNES JRPGs. I am excited to play Ocarina of Time. I am. I'd watch that. I want to see what the game's like. Yeah, exactly. What that game is like. Yeah. See? We'll have one person. Sen won't be here, but you'll be here, Meg. I usually help out doing odd jobs or go to a part-time job since it's rare for me to come straight home from school. You know, you say that, Sen, but last night we had like a huge crowd and I was playing, yeah, granted, some more popular Saturn games, but like the Saturn itself is not a very popular console and there are a lot of people here. And we were playing Princess Crown, which isn't very, you know, that's not incredibly popular. That was quite niche, and there was definitely a crowd for it. So I don't know, Sen. I think it might be the other way around. I think maybe it might attract more people. I usually find the gate unlocked and Sakura preparing dinner inside. I've gotten so used to that after a year, I've forgotten how important coming home early can be. I am the person who played a niche Japanese game that no one's ever even heard of. Even the simple act of opening a locked gate makes me realise how thankful I should be for Sakura coming here.
ただいま。
I step into the hallway as I call out. The moment I enter the living room, I see the blonde girl.
帰ったの
The
ですね
blonde girl? Why, what the fuck? Why are you calling her the blonde girl now? There's not even an entry for it on how long to beat for it. What's it called? Not that. What's it called? For a split second. As I see Saber, I feel like I've been hurled into a dream of some sort of or some sort of fantasy. Oh, Dark Seraphim. I've heard of that.
シロ
I've even heard the soundtrack, Sam. The soundtrack's amazing. She calls my name in a quiet voice. I finally come back to reality.
セイバーだよな。悪い。いきなりなんで驚いた。
Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl rather than Saber. I spot the blonde bombshell babe in the hallway.
間違っていましたか？
ああ、いや、こっちの勘違いだから気にしないでくれ。
It's not one of those H games, is it? No, I don't know. I don't think so. No, Dark Seraphim's just a really good SNES. Is it SNES? I'll probably be the only Japanese playthrough on YouTube that exists. Wow, PC98. Okay. Oof. Well, okay. Bloody hell. You played it in Japanese, then? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
それより体の方はいいのか、セイバー。頻繁に眠るって言ってたけど、今はその。
PC98 was riddled with porn. That is true. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah.
起きていても支障はありません。いえ、可能な限り戦闘時以外は眠っていた方がいいのですが、それでは勘が鈍りますから、定期的に目覚めて体を動かしていなければ、いざと
It's fucking AJ, man. AJ, the PC98 is the best console. Incredible. Art was great during that era. I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, the pixel art for PC98 games were actually ridiculously good. I wouldn't be streaming it if it was rated R. Yeah, that's true.
そうか。言われてみればその通りだ。人間、一日中寝てたら頭が痛くなるし、セイバーだって眠くて眠ってるわけじゃないんだし。
そうですね。眠りを必要とする疲れはありません。ですがシロ、あなたは眠りすぎると頭を痛くするのですか？
痛くなるだろう、そりゃ。普通、一日の半分も寝てたら体の調子を悪くするって。俺の場合は頭が痛くなって目が覚めるから半日も眠ってられないけどさ。
不思議な話ですね。私はそのようなことはありませんでした。今も昔も眠ろうと思えばいくらでも眠れますし。
Anyone here get headaches if they sleep too much? That sounds crazy.
それはなんか生き物として間違ってると思うぞ、セイバー。一日中寝てるなんてもったいない。
Wake up and
眠気が来
play.
たら起きて遊んでいた方が楽しいだろ。
Wake up and play.
そうです、ね。
I wake up with a headache sometimes.
そ
Really?
の方が無駄はありません。
I mean, the only time I ever wake up with a headache is if I've drank an insane amount of booze. But if I'm sober, I've never woken up with a headache.
だろ？今は俺のせいでそうなっちまったけど、俺から縁が切れたら普通の生活サイクルに戻れよ。俺が言えることじゃないけどさ、これが癖になって一日中寝てたらぐうたらなやつだなんて思われるから。
Man, I always wake up with a headache. Really? Wow.
それはすでに手遅れかもしれません。私は皆にそう思われていたかもしれない。
She thinks about it and furrows her brow. I thought this was just idle chit-chat, but Saber doesn't really seem to get jokes. We move to the living room. Saber looks like she wants to know what happened today, so I decide to tell her about the bounded field at school Tosaka warned me about.
そうですか。学校に集まる人間を 生贄にするつもりなのですね。その
率直に言えばそういうことだろう。遠坂はまだまだ時間がかかるとは言っていたけど、
同感です。それほど大規模な結界の完成には時間がかかる。学校の校舎というものは封鎖しやすい建物ですから、おそらく神殿に見立てた祭壇なのでしょう。それだけの規模な結界を完璧に起動させるには早くて10日は必要です。
10日。俺が異常を感じたのが2日前の土曜日だから、まだ8日は猶予があるってことか。遠坂の見込みと同じだな。
はい。その結界が生贄を集めるものであれ、守りを固めるものであれ、完成させては厄介です。それまでに結界を張ったマスターを見つけ出せれば良いのですが。
そうだな。遠坂は難しいって言ってたけど、学校に潜んでいる以上は特定しやすいはずだ。なんとか見つけ出して結界を止めさせよう。
The chances of them being someone from school are pretty high, considering where they set up their bounded field. A student or teacher. Starting tomorrow, I'll search the school as thoroughly as I can during lunch and try to find anyone suspicious.
あ、そうか。そいつがどんなサーバントを連れているかっていう問題か。
Then again, we'll only learn that once we've found them. And the only other thing I can do right now is to think about the servants I've encountered already. Saber's awake, so now's my chance to ask her about them. Well, it's obviously Lancer. Okay then. I'm going to just say Lancer, but I'm going to just save it quickly. Actually, before I ask about Lancer, I'm going to take another quick ad break, and I will be back in 3 minutes. See you then. perfect ending with the song there. That was great. What a great transition. Right, let's ask about Lancer. That song is so good. I want to play Xenogears again, man. I really do. That guy. I should ask about the very first servant I encountered, Lancer. Saber fought against him, and it looked like she figured out who he was.
なあセイバー、ランサーのことなんだけど、あいつは何者なのかわかるか？
ランサーのことですか？
まあ、セイバーがあいつを追い返してくれた時、何か言っていたじゃないか。だからもしかしてセイバーはあいつの正体に気づいているのかなって。
ああ、そういうことですか。驚きました。シローが他のサーバントの正体を知りたがるとは思っていなかったもので。
Really? Isn't it like quite important?
知らなくちゃやっていけないって話だからな。けど、なんでそこで嬉しそうなんだよ、セイバーは。
シローが戦う気になっているからです。正体を知った相手ならば対策が立てられる。まず弱点が分かった相手から仕留めるのは戦いの常道ですから。
I don't intend to seek out someone to fight if they haven't done anything wrong, but it'll only derail the conversation if I bring that up now.
いいから、ランサーの正体。今の口ぶりだと知ってるんだな、セイバー。
はい。あの構想と全身に帯びたルーンの守り、加えて戦いではなく生き延びることに特化した能力から言って、彼の神名はクーフーリン。魔装ゲイボルクを操るアイルランドの大英雄です。
クーフーリン。
Kukulin. I know we did this last time, but I just...
クーフーリン。
Kukulin. I'll just call him Kukulin. I've never heard that name. Then again, I don't know much about Irish mythology.
強いのか、そのクーフーリンってやつは。
この国では知名度が低いですから存在が劣化していますが、それでも十分すぎる能力です。こと敏捷性に関してならば他の追随を許さないでしょうし、彼の宝具はこの戦いに最も適した武器だと思います。
宝具？ああ、あの槍か。そういえばあいつの槍、最後に変な動きを見せたけど、あれがゲイボルクってやつなのか。
Kukulin must be amazing at billiards, yeah.
おそらくはゲイボルクの伝承は諸説あります。いわく足で投擲する呪いの槍だとか、貫いた瞬間に内部から線のトゲを生やして相手を絶命させる魔装だとか。
なんか全く違う言い伝えじゃないのか、今のは。そんなんで伝説の武器だなんて言えるのか。
ですから続きがあるのです。ゲイボルクの能力は様々な形で伝えられていますが、その全てに心臓をうがつという一節が残っている。それは武器としての能力ではなく、あくまで持ち主の技量だと思っていましたが、間違いだったようですね。魔装の正体、ランサーのゲイボルクの能力は文字通り心臓をうがつものです。
The moment she brings this up, I vividly recall the scene. That night, the spear thrust at Saber's feet had suddenly changed trajectory, heading straight for her heart instead.
つまりあいつの槍は。
ええ、使えば必ず敵の心臓をうがつ魔装なのでしょう。空間をねじ曲げているのか、因果率を変えているのか。ともあれ、槍自体の呪いとランサー自身の技量でしょうね。こと1対1の戦闘においてこれほど効率的な武器はありません。
無駄がない。無駄がないってどういう意味だよ。
わかりませんか。ランサーの槍は城を破壊することはできませんが、人間一人を殺すだけなら十分です。宝具というものはその規模によって消費する魔力が変わります。 A ランクの宝具を持つ者はその使用に大量の魔力を消費する。一度使ってしまえば失った分の魔力補充には時間がかかるのです。ですが人を一人、いえサーバントを倒すのにそれほど強大な破壊力などいりません。ランサーのように一撃で仕留められるのであればそれ以上の戦果はないでしょう。
つまりなんだ、大砲一発分より弓矢一本の方がコストが低い。
はい。ですがサーバントには弓矢など当たりません。結果としてサーバント同士の戦いは大砲の撃ち合いになるのですが、
ランサーのゲイボルクはその弓矢を命中させられる槍ってことか。しかもかすり傷じゃなく確実に命を奪う心臓に当ててくる。
そういうことです。加えて使うための魔力量もそう多くない。あの程度の魔力商品なら7回使っても魔力の補充は必要ないでしょう。ですから彼の魔装はこの戦いに適しているのです。通常のサーバントは数回戦闘すれば休まざるを得ません。ですがランサーならば6人を続けて相手にすることもできる。まあ1対1であることが条件になってきますが。
In other words, he may not be a flashy servant, but he can manage a solid win.
その割には本人無駄が多かったぞ。俺を相手にして遊んでいたしな。
ですね。ランサー自身村っ気のある人物のようです。非常な人物ではありましたが、どこか憎めない一面がありました。
I might agree, but I still shouldn't let my guard down. That guy stabbed me in the chest as casually as if he were just cutting grass. Neither Berserker nor Lancer are the type to hesitate about using the weapons they wield.
それじゃあ他のやつのことだけど。
待ってください、シロ。屋敷の門を人がくぐりました。
そんなことわかるのか。ってもうこんな時間。まずい。きっとさくらが帰ってきたんだ。
The doorbell rings, and from the front entrance, I hear Sakura's voice. Oh no.
そういえば悪いんだが
分かっています。部屋に戻っていますから、私のことは気にせずに。
Saber goes back to her room, almost as if switching the saber.
ただいま。感心感心。ちゃんと先に帰ってたわね。
Tosaka walks in, laden with shopping bags.
お邪魔します、先輩。珍しいですね。先輩がこんな早くから帰ってきてくれるのって。
Sakura walks in, smiling happily.
よし、準備は完璧っと。それじゃあ始めるとしましょうか。
Tosaka psychs herself up and heads to the kitchen.
先輩、お夕飯の支度なんですけど。
今日は遠坂の番だからいい。さくらは朝作ってくれたんだから夜は任せてくれ。遠坂がいるうちは。
はい、先輩がそう言うのならそうします。
Sakura quietly sits down. I hear a fiery, boisterous sound coming from the kitchen, but I see nothing of Tosaka.
任せても大丈夫だな。
I should stay in my room until dinner's ready, considering Saber's waiting
ちょ
there.
っと部屋で休んでくれ。藤音がやってきたらたまには風呂を沸かすように言っといてくれ。
はい、どうぞごゆっくり先輩。ご飯の支度ができたら呼びに行きますね。
なあ。そうだ。部屋に来るときはノックを忘れないでくれ。
It's a little before 6 o'clock. I figure dinner will be ready around 7 o'clock. I return to my room and find Saber sleeping in the room next door. She really does just sleep all the time. I click my tongue with disappointment and sit down.
何言ってんだか。 聖杯戦争のこと以外何話していいかもわからないくせに。
Besides, I don't know how to act around Saber.
いいけどさ、眠ってるならそれで。
I mutter to myself and stare at the hands of the clock. Last night, Saber, Tosaka, and I ate dinner, but today, Sakura and Fujini are in the mix as well, making it 5 people.
いや、セイバーはダメなのか。
As long as Fujini and Sakura are around, I can't have Saber come out of her room.
セイバー、朝飯食ったのかな。
Last night, Saber was nodding while eating her dinner. Based on her behavior, it's not like she doesn't need food.
昼飯は用意しなかったし、腹減ってるよな、そりゃ。
Once Fujini and Sakura go home, I should warm some dinner up for Saber. She'll have to eat alone, but there's nothing we can do about that. It's just... imagining Saber eating by herself is making me mad.
シロ、起きてる？
Osaka knocks on my door and peeks her head in.
どうしたか？なんだ、なんか用か？
何って夕食なんだけど。できたから来て。
It's already that time. I pick myself up, glance towards Saber's room, and head into the hallway.
あ、来た来た。ほら見てよこの料理。なんと東坂さんは長らく不在だった中華料理ができる人だったのだ。
Fujini dances excitedly around the table, which is laid out with dinner. Now that she mentions it, it does all look to be Chinese dishes today. 4 big plates decorate the table. Crab meat with egg omelette. Now we're talking. Let's go, baby. Shredded beef with green peppers. Oh yeah. Vegetable stir fry with some fancy meat I've never even seen before. And for some reason, a plate full of steamed shumai. What's shumai? Salad has been served on individual plates for everyone, and the setup seems to have been well thought out. It's pretty extravagant. Fujini loves it.
驚いたな。東坂のことだから洋風で来ると思ったのに。
本当は洋風を考えてたそうですよ。けど中華料理は誰も作らないって言ったら、なら私が作るって。
なんでそう隙間をつくような人生しか送れないのか、あいつは。なあさくら、東坂と一緒に帰ってきたけど、あれは一緒に買い物に行ってたのか？
はい、東坂先輩、弓道部が終わるまで待っててくれたんです。それで帰り道がてら2人で買い出しに行ってました。
I felt like I'm living in Terrace House right now.
そうなのか。なんだ、思ったより仲がいいじゃないか、2人とも。
そうですね。東坂先輩とは学校でもよく話してましたから、私のどこが気に入られたかわからないんですけど、入学した頃から親切にしてもらってます。
Huh. So Tosaka really is a nice upperclassman.
おしゃべりはいいから早く食べよう。私もうお腹ペコペコだよ。
Fujini sits down excitedly. This is the origin of Terrace House, huh? Yeah.
中華物って冷めると犯罪的にまずいんだから。
Tosaka sits down after she tells us to do the same. His name is unfortunate. Whose name? I sit down without a word. Everyone bows and thanks Tosaka. Oh, Tosaka. Her name. Yeah, I know. There's no way to avoid it, AJ. There's just no way. I know. You just have to... I don't know, man. We'll just have to try and not think about someone sucking toes every time I say the name. Everyone bows and thanks... Should I say Tosaka? Even that sounds like... Yeah, there's no way around it, no matter how I pronounce it. I am doing my best. I hate to admit it, but it's good. I've never cooked Chinese food because I've always thought it all tastes the same, but Tosaka's dishes make me realize it had all just been bias on my part, and I find myself regretting that.
うわー、すごいすごい。こんなにご飯を美味しくさせる料理は久しぶりだよ。東坂さんに100点をあげましょう。
ありがとうございます。先生のように素直に感想を言ってもらえると私も嬉しいです。はい、私も中華を見直しました。辛いのって苦手なんですけどすごく美味しいです。
Sakura looks pleased, seeming to enjoy the food too. After seeing everyone's happy faces, Tosaka... if I say Tosaka, it might help. She turns to face me, her face triumphant.
なんだよ、なんか言いたそうだな、登坂。
別にみんなに気に入ってもらえてよかったなって。まあ若干一名素直じゃないのがいるけど、それはそれで楽しいからよしとしましょう。
Oh, Matt, she
負け
is...
ちゃった気持ちはわかるし。
そうか、さてはお前、昨日俺に飯作らせたのはこっちの戦力分析か。
はい、今日の教訓は手の内は常に隠しておくでした。
Tosaka returns to her food, looking exceedingly pleased with herself. Dinner is a bit livelier than I expected. Sakura and Tosaka are acting like good upper and underclassmen, and Fujini is now completely on Tosaka's side. Well, I have no complaints about getting to enjoy a good meal. There are no complaints, but I can't feel unreservedly good about sharing a meal with everyone here. I stand up.
何しろ、トイレ？
いや、忘れ物をした。連れてくるから。
Oh shit. Oh shit. The moment I step out of the living room, I lock eyes with Tosaka, who is looking at me silently. Don't do it. Don't do it. I just didn't think it was right. That's why. I didn't like the fact that I was making her sit alone, even though she's living with us. This is a bad idea. I think this is a bad idea. So, without really considering the consequences of my actions, I take her hand.
シロ、突然何をするのです？
いいから来てくれ。みんなにセイバーを紹介するから。
正気ですか？待ってください。それは。
Like, she doesn't really want you to do it either, you know?
正気だから連れて行くんだ。ほら、いいから行こう。
Terrace House Episode 4 Drama.
後のことなんてなるようになる。
シロ。
Uh-oh. I reckon one of them's going to be the mage. Or maybe that's a red herring saying it's a teacher, but I don't know. I'm still dragging her along by the time we reach the living room.
悪いな、登坂。もう一人分いいかな。
Tosaka doesn't object, but Fujini and Sakura are looking at Saber in confused astonishment.
遅くなったけど紹介する。この子はセイバーって言ってしばらく面倒を見ることになったから。見ての通り外国人さんだから日本の暮らしには慣れてないんで、そのあたり助けてやってくれ。
The two don't react. It's understandable, but I can't really find it in me to care right now.
ほら、そこに座れよ、セイバー。飯はみんなで食べた方がいいだろ。
Can they like not see her or something?
それは確かに効率的だとは思いますが、私は。
遠慮なんてするな。だいたいな、これからはセイバーも一緒に住むんだぞ。同じ家に住んでるんだから一緒に飯を食うのは当然だ。
はい。シローがそう言うのでしたら、私は従うだけですが。
そんなのダメ
My ears. My ears are ringing.
一体どうしちゃったのよ、シローってば。東坂さんだけじゃなく、こんな子まで連れ込んじゃって、いつからここは旅館みたいになっちゃったのよ。
なんだよ、いいじゃないか。 旅館みたいに広いんだから一人や二人部屋を貸しても、遠坂がいいんならセイバーだっていいだろ、下宿ぐらい。
いいわけないでしょ。遠坂さんは認めるけど、そんな得体の知れない子なんて知らないもん。一体
どこの子って、遠い親戚の子だよ。よくわからない事情があって親父を頼ってやってきたとか。
そんな作り話信じられない。大体ね、仮にそうだとしても、どうしてエミヤの家に来たのよ。桐次さんに外国の知り合いなんているはずだ。
She can't say that with any confidence, and she knows it. My old man travelled constantly, so he probably had more friends from other countries than in Japan.
ないとは言い切れないけど、それにしたっておかしいわ。あなた、
いや、だからそれは。
シロは黙ってなさい。セイバーさん、私はあなたに聞いてるんだけど。
Well, her voice, her VA is amazing. Saber is silent. I don't blame her. Saber doesn't really have a backstory, and she's not cunning enough to go along with my lies.
さあ、私は桐次の言葉に従っただけですから。
Ooh. I guess she does.
桐次さんがシロを頼むって？
はい。あらゆる敵からシロを守るようにと。
Ever so quietly, Saber says it with such straightforwardness and clarity. There's no room for anyone to protest. And even if it was really a lie, it will become the absolute truth in Saber's mind. Even Fujini can't argue with her. But he stands up with a frown and glares right at Saber.
そこまで言うんなら腕前を見せてもらうんだから。
Fujini drops this on us all out of nowhere. What? Oh, she's going to go in literally in the dojo. And with the sound of whooshing wind, Fujini takes us outside. Then she takes the bamboo sword, a shinai, hanging on the wall and continues glaring at Saber. Okay, what the hell is Fujini thinking?
あなた、シロを守るって言ったわね。なら少しは覚えがあるんでしょ。
私に剣を持てというのですか。
そうよ。あなたが私より強かったら許してあげます。けど弱かったら家に帰ってもらうからね。
構いませんが、それはどういった理屈でしょうか。
シロを守るのは私だもん。シロが一人前になるまで私がずっとそばにいるんだから。
Saber doesn't seem to fully comprehend what Fujini's intentions are. Then again, none of us do.
だから私より弱いやつはいらないの。あなたが私より強いって言うんなら私より頼りになるでしょ。それなら少しはシロを任せてもいいわよだ。
Fujini swings her shinai around with a pout.
わかりました。あなたを納得させればよいのですね。
そうよ。けど私を納得させるのは大変なんだから。
No sooner has Fujini said that than she practically leaps forward, rushing towards Saber, brandishing her shinai.
藤ね、めちゃくちゃだ。
She goes in for a surprise attack, even though she hasn't even given Saber a shinai yet. This tiger has no business calling herself a teacher if she's going to pull something like that. Saber stands there in a daze, taken aback by Fujini's surprise attack. Fujini swings for the body.
あれ？
Fujini tilts her head in confusion. Well, yeah, we're all dumbfounded, and we're just watching, so it must be even stranger, like the mystery of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujini. Since she... hang on a minute. That line is crazy. We're all dumbfounded, and we're just watching, so it must be even stranger, like the mystery of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujini, since she's the one who experienced it firsthand. What a weird reference. What the fuck? What? You don't need that there at all. What the fuck? That's so bizarre. Saber's still standing. The only difference is that she's now holding the shinai Fujini had in her hand a heartbeat earlier. I don't know if this is for real, but it definitely happened. Saber isn't even holding the shinai she took in a ready position. Fujini is frozen in her tracks, right in front of Saber. Fujini is a kendo expert whose skill is supposedly unmatched. The experience probably made clear to her that Saber is on a completely different level.
構えろというのでしたら構いますが、そこまでしなければわからない腕ではないでしょう。
Fujini staggers back and drops to her knees.
勝負はつきました。認めてもらえましたか？
Fujini slumps her shoulders and droops her head low, just when I think she's about to retreat quietly. Oh no. Oh no. Fujini starts to cry so loud it starts to hurt all our ears. Jeez, poor Fujini. She lost in every way and everything to these upstarts. In the end, it took 2 hours to calm Fujini down. Fujini gestured to Saber saying, "We need to talk," and went into my old man's room. They were in there for 2 hours. She finally came out, looking unsatisfied, and mumbled, "I guess I've got no choice but to acknowledge her." She'd only nodded in resignation. Sakura, though, was silent the whole time. It was getting late, so Fujini wound up taking Sakura home. But Sakura didn't say a single word. She just bowed and went home.
それじゃあ私も別棟に戻るわね。
That's all Rin said. Come to think of it, Tosaka's been quiet all this time too.
悪かったな。どうせバカな真似してって思ってるんだろ。
別に。ただあなたのしていることは心の贅肉よ。そんな余分なことばっかりしてたらいつか身動きが取れなくなるわ。
She waves goodnight and heads off to the outbuilding. I'm exhausted. I should probably sleep early today.
待ってください、シロ。私もあなたに聞くべきことがある。
いいけど、何？
なぜ私を皆に紹介したのですか？私もリンの言う通り、シロの行為は不必要だと思います。
なぜも何もない。単に嫌だったから紹介しただけだ。
シロ、それは答えになっていません。何が嫌だったのか言ってもらわなければ。
Saber draws closer to me. Was what happened tonight really so strange to her?
そんなの知るか。ただ飯食ってて、セイバーは一人でいるのかって思ったら嫌になっただけだ。強いて言うなら、藤根と桜にもセイバーを知ってもらっておけば、隠し事も減ると思ったぐらいだよ。
それはあまり意味のあることではありません。むしろ彼女たちに私の存在を知らせるのはマイナスです。この屋敷なら私の存在は隠し通せるのですから、私は待機していた方が良かった。
Better? In what way? She's saying she's better off being ostracized when the rest of us are all eating.
そんなことはない。セイバーが良くても俺が嫌だったんだからしょうがないだろう。こういうの理屈じゃないと思う。
I look away from
路
Saber.
上に行ってくるから先に部屋に戻っていてくれ。
She doesn't answer. I turn my back on Saber, who seems unconvinced by what I said, and make my way to the shed. I step outside. The tranquil yard is lit by pale moonlight. The winter sky is clear enough to see the stars above me. I sigh, hardly realizing I'm doing it. Tosaka's right. I'm contradicting myself. Is my cat outside? One sec. I'm heading to the shed to avoid Saber's room. But I don't want to leave Saber alone. I'm having a hard time interacting with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, but I can't ignore her on a human level. It's no wonder Tosaka gets disgusted with me and my contradictions.
未熟なのは魔術だけだと思ってたけど、精神修行もなってないじゃないか。
I absent-mindedly look up at the night sky. The night drags on. My inexperience is all the more reason I can't skip out on my training. All I can do is to keep on believing that if I work hard enough, I might someday attain something. So vague. Oh dear. Six Blade. Okay, so cryptic, those little day titles. A night passed. After getting ready just like I would on any normal morning and heading to the living room, I'm greeted by the most complicated breakfast table scene of my life.
ああ、ごめんさくら。私バターダメなの。そこのマーマレードちょうだい。そうなんですか？遠坂先輩、甘いものは好きじゃないような口ぶりでしたけど。まさかそんな女の子はいないわよ。糖分は嫌いじゃなくて取れないだけだってば。油断すると見えないところが増えるの。甘味どころは週に1回にしなくちゃね。なのにマーマレードなんですか、先輩。朝は糖分取るの。それにね、少しぐらいは甘いものを口にしておかないと後のカウンターが怖いでしょ。そっか、食事を2食に減らしても食べる量が倍になったら大変ですからね。そういうこと。黙ってればよく食べるわね、セイバー。ちっこい体のくせに桜並みの量じゃない。
そうでしょうか。私は平均だと思いますし、さくらが口にしたパンは私を大きく上回っていると思いますが。
そんなことないです。遠坂先輩もセイバーさんも私もみんな仲良くトースト2枚じゃないですか。
いえ、厚さが違う。1センチに対して2センチですから、さくらはよく食べています。成長期ですし、栄養を取るのはいい。瓶も1枚だけと言わず、残さず食べてはどうですか。
Character building through toast is wild.
だからダメだって言ってるじゃない。さくらと違って胸に栄養がいくわけじゃなし、朝からそんなに食べたら増えるっていうの。
Bloody hell.
ただでさえ朝は食べない主義なんだから、これでも譲歩してるのよ。
What's the problem, man?
遠坂先輩、その先輩の前でそういうことは。
増える増えると言っていますが、なぜ具体的な表現を避けるのですか、リン。
だから目に見えないところの話。ああ、さくらは目に見えるから除外だけど。だからそういう話はしないでください。
There's too many of them. I take a bite of my crispy toast. My brain just can't follow the situation unfolding in front of me, so I just stay out of it and focus on my toast. There's nothing for me to really add to this anyway.
どうも杞憂だったのかな。
For the time being, the three seem to be getting along. Tosaka is the same as always, and Saber's warmed up to the girls a good bit more than last night. Sakura still seems a little hesitant around Saber, but it doesn't look like she dislikes her.
スネが来なかったのが気になるけど、まあ夜になったら来るだろう。
Last night must have done a number on her, but she'll probably come by for dinner, and I think she'll be in a better mood by then. Breakfast ends and I start cleaning up.
先輩、本当にいいんですか？後片付け任せてしまって。
まあそれぐらいはやっとく。それよりさくらは部活だろ。昨日の今日だし 顔を出しておいた方がいい。
I mean, this is literally turned into Terrace House. This is great. This is great. It's great. I love it. Sakura bows to Tosaka too and leaves the living room in a hurry. Now there's only 3 of us. With Sakura gone, the people remaining all share a common secret.
それでは私も失礼します。何かありましたら声をかけてください。
じゃあねセイバー、シローは任されたからこっちの留守をよろしく。
はい。白を頼みます、リン。
Saber bows quickly, then returns to her room. Well, there's nothing to do here anymore, so she's probably going back to sleep to conserve energy.
本当に戦うことしか考えてないのか、あいつは。
当たり前じゃない。シローもね、そろそろやる気見せないとセイバーに愛想をつかされるわよ。まだ傷が完治してないとはいえ、いつまでもおとなしくしているような子じゃないでしょ。
There's a clicking sound. What Tosaka has to say worries me a bit, but she just turns on the TV.
またこのニュースやってるんだ。
The TV plays the morning news. I just listen from the kitchen as I wash dishes. But it's the same story that I've heard before.
シントの方でガス漏れによる事故だって。バカな話。そんなのあっちだけじゃなくて、こっちの町にだって起きてるのに。
What? Hold up. What Tosaka says there is pretty worrying.
トサカ、それどういう意味だ？
だから原因不明の衰弱でしょ。何の前触れもなく意識を失った人間がそのまま昏睡状態になって病院に運ばれてるって話。もう結構な数になってるんじゃないかな。今のところ命に別状はないらしいけど、この先どうなるかは仕掛けたやつの気分次第でしょうね。
Wait. Hold up. Is she saying that this incident isn't just happening a town over, it's happening here too? Unexplained comas. Good number of victims. No, but the main issue is...
まさかそれも他のマスターの仕業だっていうのか？
じゃあ他の誰の仕業だっていうのよ。いい加減慣れてよね。あなただってマスターなんだから。
それはそうだけど、なんで今まで教えてくれなかったんだよ、トサカは。
こっちの件はそれほど簡単じゃないから。学校で結界を張ってるマスターは三流だけど、こっちのマスターは一流よ。相手を死に至らしめることはせず、命の半分だけを吸収して力を蓄えている。そりゃ集めるスピードは遅いけど、その代わりに魔術師としてのルールには引っかからないし、無理をする必要がない。このマスターは遠く離れた場所で町の人たちから生命力っていう最も単純な魔力をかすめ取っているわけ。
遠く離れた場所からって、そんなところから町中の魔力を集められるっていうのか、そいつは。
よっぽど腕の立つ魔術師なんでしょうね。シントとミヤマ、2つの町をフォローする広範囲の吸引なんて代がつく魔術師の技だもの。いや、それともよっぽど優れた霊地を確保したのかな。冬木の町には龍脈らしきものがあるって父さんも言ってたし、そこに陣を敷けば生命力の搾取ぐらいは簡単か。
ちょっとトサカ。
父さんの書庫にそれらしい資料はなかったし、あるなら大師傅の書庫か。嫌だなあそこ今でも人外魔境だし、できれば遠慮したいのに。となると綺麗に聞くしかないか。いやダメ。あいつに借りを作るなんてもってのほかだわ。
トサカ、おい。
I try to get her attention, but she doesn't respond. Great. Tosaka's off in her own world. When we get to school, she's still distracted. The gate is packed with arriving students beginning another typical school day. But I sense there's something off. Yesterday I passed through the gate without noticing, but today I do now that I'm on my... Wait. Yesterday I passed through the gate without noticing, But today, I do, now that I'm on my guard. Oh, noticing something else, okay. It's hard to explain, but there's this feeling that things are too calm, so much so that it numbs one's instincts.
どうだ外と中じゃ空気が違う甘い蜜みたいな空気じゃないか
へえ、シローにはそう感じられるんだ。あなた魔力感知は下手だけど世界の異常には敏感なのかもしれないわね。
Jessica begins pondering.
にしても甘い蜜か。例えるならウツボカズラとかなかなか言えてみようじゃない。
ウツボカズラってお前そのイメージとんでもなく凶悪だぞ。
そう？シローの直感は外れてないと思うけど。だってこの学校結界っていう蓋が閉まったら中の生き物はみんな食べられるんだし。
She sees right through me, and I gulp.
やっぱりね、わかりやすいから楽しいわ、あなたって。
ああそうですか。俺はちっとも楽しくない。
怒らない怒らない。シローの言いたいことだって分かってるから安心なさい。あなたは学校の生徒を巻き込みたくないと思ってるし、私だってここを戦場にするのは願い下げ。ならやることは一つよね。
She's testing me. Tessaka's trying to tell me that this master I'm willing to fight in the Holy Grail War is the sort willing to hurt innocents to win, which is why they're here at the school.
分かってる。この結界を張ったマスターを探し出して何とかしなくちゃいけない。そしてそいつが結界を解かないって言うんなら倒すだけだ。
そういうこと。ちゃんと理解していてくれて安心したわ。じゃあ私は結界を張ったやつを探してみるから、シローは不審な場所をチェックしといて。私も一通り回ったけど見落としがあったかもしれない。シローはそういう得意点を探すのに向いてそうだし、餅は餅やってね。
Tosaka waves and runs toward the school building.
そんなこと言われても困る。不審な場所ってどういうところだよ、遠坂。
だからあなた風に言えば空気が甘いところよ。蜜がベッタベタに甘いところを探せばいいの。
Tosaka yells her reply to me from across campus. And then she disappears into the school building.
あいついきなり走り出す。
The bell for homeroom rings.
そういうことか。って気づいてるならなんで教えないんだ、あいつは。
Clutch my bag and start running at full speed. After all that happened yesterday, I don't know what Fujini will say if I'm late. Oh no. Oh dear. It's lunchtime. Temporary though this break from classes is, students rush back and forth across the whole school.
よし、今なら歩き回っても変に思われない。
I wolf down my lunch and head into the hallway. This really isn't the time to say I've never done anything like this. The war has already begun, so now I need to look for anything suspicious, like what Tosaka was talking about, in my own way.
まずは人気のないところが基本かな。
Let's see. Just hope I can make some progress without wasting this 1 hour lunch break. After I've searched the building, I take a look outside just to be sure. I didn't see anything strange at the athletic field or behind the buildings, but this area seems different.
まさかここもか。
I found a few suspicious spots around campus, behind the stairways, dead ends, empty classrooms, and other less public places. This place is different. Everyone gathers here every day, so it's a far cry from the isolated, deserted places that I've checked.
どうして気がつかなかったんだ。異常って言えばここが一番異常じゃないか。
I clutch at my chest as I speak. The atmosphere here is suffocating. The heavy wind and humid air make being here all damned uncomfortable. As soon as I realize what I'm smelling, I find myself getting nauseous.
結界には起点があると遠坂は言ってたな。
Oh shit.
何箇所あるか知らないが、最初の起点がこの辺りにあるってことか。
This is pretty spooky. If I'm right, there should be some inscription or sign of it somewhere. It's no use. I don't have the abilities to detect magical energy, so there's no way I can find any signs that a bounded field has formed. I guess I have no choice but to report back to
なん
Tosaka.
だ探し物かいエミヤ。
Oh, shit. Who's there? I whirl around when I hear that voice. There, standing in front of the Kyoto Club dojo is...
シンジ。
Of course. Of course.
いや奇遇だね。僕もその辺りに用があって来たんだけど。
Of course.
もしかして見た？
Whoa. Shinji grins. Shinji Matou seems genuinely pleased with himself.
見たって何を？別にここには何もないぞ。
ああ、やっぱり見たのか。なるほどね。君が遠坂と一緒にいた理由はそれか。そうだよね。マスター同士手を組んだ方が効率がいいもの。
What?
お前。
そう警戒するなよエミヤ。僕と君の
Not
中で
pleased with this
仕
appearance.
事はなしにしようじゃないか。君が何を連れているかは知らない。けど、君もマスターなんていうひどい役目を押し付けられたんだろう。
Ah, he got forced into it as well. Okay. Shinji is so blunt about this. Not an ounce of hesitation. He's a master, and not at all shy about it.
お前がマスターなのか、シンジ。
I'm never pleased to see Shinji. Yo, what's up, Lejean? How we doing, buddy? Dude, man, I've been loving... Dude, I loved your stream earlier, man. Everyone, Lejean's been playing Tokimeki Memorial, and it's been amazing. When's your next one, man? I need to tune in. I had a really good time in your stream earlier, man. A really good time.
だからそうだって言ってるだろ。ああ、でも勘違いはしないでね。僕は誰とも争う気はない。そりゃ、襲われたら殺し返すけど、手を出されないうちは黙ってるさ。ほら、この辺りエミヤっぽいだろ、僕も。
Shinji giggles. From what he's saying, it's clear he's a master, but
まあ、こっちもエミヤがマスターだって知って驚いてるんだ。意外なのはお互い様ってことで、少し話し合わないか？
話し合う。それは構わないが、何を話し合うっていうんだ。
thanks so much. Next Tokimeki is maybe later this week. Haven't quite decided yet. Yeah, you might need a little break after your 12-hour session.
そりゃ今後のことさ。さっきも言ったけど、僕は戦うつもりはない。けど他はそうでもないんだろう。ならさ、いつか来る災難に備えておかないと不安じゃないか。一人じゃ不安だけど、二人なら。
What's he up to? What's he up to? I already told you I have no plans to fight. Bullshit. No way. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Is Shinji asking me to team up with him?
ま、こんなところで話をするのもなんだろ。誰に聞かれるともわからないし、場所を変えよう。そうだね。僕の家がいい。あそこなら遠坂の目も届かないし、襲われても安心だ。
I mean, he's an absolute dirtbag, but I mean, we should at least hear him out, I think.
場所を変えるって何言ってんだ。昼休みももう終わるし、話があるなら。
バカ？授業なんてサボればいいじゃん。ほら、いいから行こう。エミヤがマスターって知って嬉しいんだから。 あまり水を差さないでよね。
そんなわけにいくか。授業を抜け出したら不審に思われるだろう。
融通が利かないやつだな。ああ、そうか。それはそうだよね。普通は警戒する。けど安心しなよ。何があってもこっちから仕掛けることはないさ。ほら、僕が騙し討ちなんかするように見えるかい？
ああ、そうか。確かにおいそれとはついていけないな、それは。
まあいいさ。そっちだってサーバントを連れてるんだろ。そんな危ない相手に喧嘩なんて仕掛けないよ。
Burn. What did he say? Yeah, absolutely. I take you the sort of guy to stab you in the back. That's literally who the kind of person you are. Does Shinji think I have Saber with me right now? Actually, no. Shinji can't see the servant in spirit form. That's why he thinks I have Saber with me.
いいから行くよ。遠坂に見つかったら僕も君もただじゃ済まないんだから。
Shinji starts to walk away. Because I have no choice but to follow him. I'm interested to hear what Shinji has to say, so at this point, I should just give up on attending afternoon classes. We walk up the hill. We are in a residential area with Western-style houses in stark contrast to my house. I hear Tosaka's house is at the top of this hill, and I remember the Matao house is right below it, like it's trying to hide or something. Oh wow, that is a Western house. The Matao house... Is it Matao or Mato? Mato? The Mato house is still as impressive as I remember. I visited a few times during middle school, but I haven't been near it recently. I haven't been invited since Shinji and I drifted apart, and above all, Sakura doesn't like me coming here. It's daytime, but the mansion is dark. The whole place is designed so that sunlight doesn't get in, and there's not much in the way of lighting inside. There's honestly a decent enough chance of someone smacking into a wall if they don't know the layout of the place.
エミヤ、こっちだ。今にいるから早く来いよ。
I don't know when he got there, but I hear Shinji's voice from the back of the mansion. Even after a year, I still remember my way around the house, so I'm able to find the living room easily enough. There's nothing in the way of lighting, even in the living room. The curtain is pulled shut, blocking out the sun. Not a hint of artificial light either, so the place is dark and gloomy.
エミヤ、こっちだ。
I turn toward the voice. There, I see Shinji sitting on a chair and... Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 A woman, dark like obsidian, standing behind him.
紹介しよう。僕のサーバント、ライダーだ。
Ryder. A chill runs down my spine. The chill is so intense, it stings the back of my neck.
二人だけで話をするんじゃなかったのか、シンジ。
This is sick. I take a step back.
やだな。用心だよ。エミヤが襲いかかってきたら怖いからね。ライダーにはすぐ近くにいてもらわないと。
Shinji reaches out towards his dark servant, Ryder. His fingers caress along her waist, then stroke down her thigh. Ryder doesn't move a muscle. She is still as a statue, keeping watch on me through the veiled eyes. I imagine she can even see my fingertips shivering.
人を連れてきてそれか。用心深いにも程があるんじゃないのか、シンジ。
冗談だってば。エミヤはそういうのができるやつじゃないって分かってるよ。まあ、けどお前のサーバントは別だからね。 僕だってこいつをしつけるのには苦労したんだ。サーバントがマスターの命令に従わないってのは珍しいことじゃないだろう。だからさ、これはちょっとした牽制だと思ってくれ。
A servant who doesn't obey their master. Now that I look closer, Ryder is a little different than Saber. Saber is silent, but she is not frosty. I sense only coldness from Ryder. A human almost completely lacking humanity. A dark figure that looks like the blood in its veins is discoloured. She doesn't give the impression of a heroic spirit turned servant. I can only sense something inorganic, devoid of any light.
ライダーは俺のサーバントへの牽制か。あんまりいい気分じゃないな。
ごめんごめん。何分こっちは素人だからさ。エミヤみたいに慣れてるってわけじゃないんだ。そのあたりは勘弁してくれ。
俺だって慣れているわけじゃないけどな。
そうなのか。なんだ。なら君も呼び出せばいいじゃないか。その方がお互い理解し合えるし、すごく公平だ。ああ、うんうん。それがいい、それがいい。ねえエミヤ、僕のも見せたんだからさ。君のサーバントも見せてくれない？
Shinji really thinks Saber's right next to me. It's probably best to let him keep thinking that.
断る。そっちが牽制してくれるならそれでいいだろう。話し合いならそれで十分だ。
何それ。あのさ、僕が見たいって言ってるんだよ。何気取ってるか知らないけど、言うこと聞いといた方がいいんじゃない？
Okay, those are them's are fighting words right there.
なら話はここまでだ。別にサーバントの見せ合いをしに来たんじゃない。そんなこと。
そうかよ。使えないやつだな、相変わらず。
He moans discontentedly and slumps further into his chair.
いいよ、本題に入ろう。と言っても話すべきことなんて一つだけだけどね。さっきも言ったけど、僕と協力しないか、エミヤ。マスターになったものの聖杯戦争っていうのがどんなものか知らなくてさ。一人で。
待った。その前に俺も聞きたいことがある。返事をするのはそれからだ。
何？僕がどうしてマスターになったかってこと？
I nod. As far as I know, Shinji's not a mage. Until I find out how Shinji was selected to be a master, I don't intend on working with him.
マスターは魔術師であることが大前提だと聞いた。俺も未熟ながら魔術をかじっていて、偶然サーバントと契約してマスターになったんだが、シンジも偶然サーバントを呼び出して聖杯戦争に巻き込まれたのか。
If that's what happened with him, we're in the same boat. I don't think I'd be able to refuse his proposal to team up in that case. Oh shit.
エミヤは偶然マスターになったのか。そうなんだ。よかった。それなら納得できる。
Shinji giggles like it's the funniest thing he's ever heard.
僕も似たようなものかな。本人の意思に反してマスターになってしまったという点では同じだ。けど勘違いするなよ。僕はマスターが何であるか知っていたし、聖杯戦争のことだって前から知っていた。マトウの家はね、お前の家なんかとは違う、れっきとした魔術師の家系なんだからさ。
What? The Mataus are a family of mages.
聞いてないぞ、そんなの。待てよ、それじゃあシンジと。
He's lying. He's been lying. And Sakura, his sister, have also trained in mage. Of course.
落ち着けよエミヤ。マトウ家はね、魔術師の家系ではあるけど、もう枯れてしまった一族なんだ。
Tosaka's known about this then.
遠坂の家と一緒にこの土地にやってきたらしいが、 日本の寿司が合わなかったんだってさ。
That's why Sakura and Tosaka were so cold with each other when they met. They've known each other, they know each other for ages. They've known the whole fucking time.
代を重ねるごとに魔術回路ってやつ、それが減っていって、僕が生まれた時にはもう魔党の血筋は一般人に戻ってしまったそうだ。
Mato.
だから魔党の人間は魔術師じゃない。昔魔術師であった家系なだけなんだ。
昔は魔術師だった。それじゃあ今は知識だけが残っているのか。
ああ、残念ながらね。けど魔術回路がなくなったって魔術を学ぶことに変わりはない。マスターのことも聖杯戦争のことも調べればすぐに分かった。突然マスターに選ばれてこうやって落ち着けるのも先代の教えがあったからなのさ。
I see. When I became a master, it was Tosaka who taught me about the Holy Grail Wars. So similarly, Shinji was able to understand his own situation thanks to the writings his family passed down.
つまり真珠は魔術の知識だけを教えられてきたんだな。ならさくらも同じように魔術を習ってきたのか。
はあ、もう本当に何も知らないんだな。いいかい？古い家柄の魔術師は一人にしか秘術を伝えないんだ。子供が二人いたら跡取りにするのは長男だけだよ。
Ah, okay.
一つのものを二つに分けたら力が薄まるだろう。
That makes sense.
10の魔術を一つの結晶にして残していき、血をより濃くしていくのが魔術師だ。いくら肉親だからって安売りはしないのさ。だから魔術師の家系はね、跡取り以外に魔術は教えない。後継者に選ばれなかった子供は自分の家が魔術を学ぶものだと知らずに育てられるか養子に出すっていうのがセオリーなのさ。
そうか、それならよかった。
I sigh in relief. I want Sakura to live a normal, peaceful life, having nothing to do with magecraft. I would never want her to get involved in a battle that forces someone to fight without reason.
これで分かっただろ、エミヤ。僕はマスターになったものの魔術には疎い。君はそうだね、少しは使えるって言うけど知識の方は素人同然だ。ほらちょうどいいと思わないか。勝手にマスターにさせられた者同士協力しようよ。
それは構わないが、確認するけどそれは身を守るためなんだな、シンジ。
いや、それもあるけどまずは当面の敵を叩かないとまずいんじゃない？僕なんか彼女
No way, man. There's no way we're gonna team up with him.
目の敵にされてる。まさかお前それ遠坂のこと言ってるのか。
そんなの決まってるじゃないか。そうでもなければ僕を邪険にいいか。あいつは他のマスターを許さないやつだぞ。そんなの一緒にいるエミヤだってわかるだろう。けどさ、何の物好きか知らないけど遠坂は君に気を許している。あの隙のない女がだぜ。ほら倒すには絶好の機会だと思わない？
Shinji holds his hand out to shake. I won't be a part of that. Actually, I can't. If Shinji really wanted to protect himself, he would have asked Tosaka too, not just me. Besides,
シンジ、聖杯戦争を管理している奴がいるのは知ってるか？
ああ、教会の神父だってね。前回の生き残りだって言うけどうるさそうだから会ってないよ。僕は魔術師じゃないんだから魔術師としてのルールなんて押し付けられるのは面倒じゃない？
Shinji's contradicting himself. If he really wanted to stop fighting, he should have gone straight to Kotomine.
シンジ、学校に結界が貼ってあることは知っているのか？
知ってるよ。僕にはわからないけどライダーが教えてくれた。
So it wasn't him who set it
そ
up,
れがどうしたっていうのさ。
or her. Ryder. Interesting.
あれはお前じゃないのか。登坂は学校にいるマスターの仕業だと言っていたけど。
ああ、あれは僕じゃないよ。確かにあの学園にはもう一人
Another one. Another
その
master.
仕事じゃない。
Hmm.
登坂は一人しかいないと言っていたぞ。
登坂を信用しすぎるのもなんだけどね。ま、それは別にしても、登坂が探っている気配は魔術回路ってやつなんだろ。
And he doesn't have any magic circuits.
なら僕は彼女が感知できるマスターじゃない。
Right, okay.
元から魔術回路なんてないんだから。初めからさ、僕は普通のマスターたちのレーダーに映らない存在なんだよ。
I see. The presence of mages or command spells ultimately activates through magical energy, but if someone without magical energy becomes a master, the only way to identify them would be seeing them directly. Tosaka's method of seeking out people with their own magical energy wouldn't lead her to masters like Shinji. Shinji doesn't have a single one of the traits Tosaka is expecting in a master.
そうなると、今登坂が感知しているマスターっていうのは他にいるんだろう。
I should warn Tosaka about this when I get home. With that settled, there's no point in me staying here any longer.
おい、エミヤ。協力の話はどうなんだよ。
それは断る。登坂を倒すなんて相談には乗らない。第一、あいつは何もしていないだろう。あいつとはいずれ戦うことになるけど、今は信頼できるし、していたいんだ。
何かあってからじゃ遅いと思うけどね。まあ、そういうならいい。僕も君と同じく様子を見るさ。
Okay. Surprisingly, Shinji gives up. He doesn't try to stop me from going home. He doesn't send Ryder to attack me. Shinji really is a complicated guy. He may act like a jerk, but he seems to try to play fair in his own way.
シンジ、しつこいようだけど、さくらはお前のことを知ってるのか？
知らないし、教えてやるつもりもない。マトウの跡取りは僕だからね。さくらには何も知らないまま、僕の妹でいさせてやるさ。
助かる。さくらにはあのままでいてほしい。
そうか。そこまでさくらの心配をされちゃ、兄貴として礼をしないとね。よ、誰だかは知らないけど、マスターの一人は寺に巣を張ってるよ。
A nest?
寺って、まさか竜道寺にか？
ああ、僕のサーバントが言うには、山には魔女が潜んでいるそうだ。
Oh.
大規模に魂を集めているそうだが、
Oh.
叩かないと厄介らしい。
Oh, it could be the Berserker girl who set up that, then. I hadn't even thought of that. If that's true, that makes 5 masters. If this witch is collecting a massive amount of souls, there's a high probability it's the cause of what came up in the news this morning.
話はそれだけだよ。それじゃあライダー、送ってやってよ。いいかい？エミヤは味方だから。
Ooh. Shinji orders Ryder. She walks closer to me.
いや、それは。
遠慮するなって。家を出るまでは僕の責任なんだから。怪我をされたら困る。ああ、ライダー。送るのは玄関まででいいからな。外にさえ出てくるなら僕とは無関係だから。それまでは丁重に送ってやれ。
Shinji retreats to the back room. I silently look towards Ryder. Sick character design. The black-garbed Ryder says nothing. What surprises me, though, is that when I take a closer look, I notice she has a graceful and innocent-looking face. Her floor-length purple hair exudes a foul odor of blood, but at the same time, she is unbelievably beautiful. I realize I'm staring because of her appearance, and I'm embarrassed for a moment, but I feel like her face and her outfit just don't match at all. If I had to boil her down to a single phrase, she's like a priestess dripping in blood. She is both holy and evil. Ryder is a walking contradiction.
というか、
Why are all heroic spirits beautiful? This guy. As I think this, I find myself looking up at Ryder's face out of sheer curiosity. Wow, she's pretty tall for a woman. She's easily 170 centimeters tall. What the fuck? This really isn't the time for calm observation. Being alone with her is a problem in itself. I should hurry out of the Matoi mansion. Ryder sticks with me all the way to the entrance. I don't know about this. She doesn't even seem alive, but maybe she'll answer if I try talking to her. Ooh, I'm going to save. We've got ads. Oh no, can I snooze? I think I can just about snooze. Okay, nice. Let's save. I need to go to bed very shortly, so hopefully we can do this last bit before the ads kick in, but probably not. I'm maybe going to... I'll try talking to her. Fuck it.
ライダー、さっきのシンジの話は本当なのか?
I ask, not really expecting a response. There's no change in Ryder, just her long hair fluttering in the wind.
悪かった.
No, she's gonna reply. She'll reply. She'll reply. I step out through the door, raising my hand to show her my appreciation for seeing me out. But then...
嘘ではありません。あの山に魔女が住んでいるのは真実です。
ライダー。
挑むのならば気をつけなさい。あの魔女は男性というものを知り尽くしていますから。
Amazing VA. Ryder speaks indifferently. I realize her voice is drawing me in and shake my head to clear it.
その忠告ありがとう。それとシンジのことをよろしく頼む。あいつはああいうやつだからさ。あんたが守ってやってくれ。
I catch myself getting surprised, but I managed to reply. I guess that was funny because...
人がいいのですね。あなたは。シンジが懐柔しようというのもわかります。
Ryder giggles softly and disappears into the Matoi house. Very cool. I'm gonna leave it here. I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. I would go later. Normally I do go much later, but I need to be up at like 6 a.m. so I need to sleep now. Great. What a great short little stream. There's actually not a lot happened and then loads happened. So that was great. That was brilliant. We got a bit of everything. Good stuff. Plot's thickening indeed. We've got some webs are being weaved, and I like it. All right. Tomorrow we're going to be continuing with a Pokemon Nuzlocke run, and also on Tuesday as well. Wednesdays and Thursdays are going to be Valkyria Chronicles. And I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. I'm going to just find someone to raid real quick, and hopefully see you then. Who have we got? Let's have a little look. Nice one, Osmosis. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Who's playing something similar? No one's playing a VN, that's for sure. Don't know where to go. Zehar's playing Trails of Cold Steel. They are in a final dungeon, so spoilers beware, but I'm going to raid Zahar. He's a good friend of the channel and a really nice dude, and deserves more follows, so definitely drop a follow and enjoy over there. Nuzlocke's going to be great. Get some rest, brother. Thanks, Pop. I appreciate it. Hopefully see you tomorrow. And thanks all for being here. Your raid message is thus... Oh, it's not working. There we go. For those of you who are following. And hopefully see you all tomorrow for some Nuzlocking goodness. Oh my god, my OBS is messed up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to raid now just before the ads kick in. I'm going to raid. See you all tomorrow for some Pokemon Nuzlocke, hopefully. Peace out, everybody. Ciao, ciao, and bye-bye.